Hey, Sparkle. Hey, Granny Colleen. Yes, ma'am. I am. I need some company. I'm sitting here knitting by myself. So I was like, So I figured I probably ain't the only person sitting around by myself. I'm doing good tonight. My voice breaking. Going through puberty again. I'm doing good tonight. How you doing? What you working on, Grammy Colleen? I still want to be. There we go. Ah, this, huh? That's gonna be pretty. I need to make one of those for my granddaughter. What you working on, Sparkle? Yeah, I kept waiting to see if anybody else was gonna go live. Since it is Friday night, I reckon them young folk got things to do, movies to go to, places to go and stuff. Hi, Bear. How are you doing? Welcome aboard. Oh, I'm still on vacation, so until Monday. My vacation is. I'm telling you, when you're on vacation, the time fly by. Hey, Rosie. How are you? Ah, where you work at? So are you on the California side of the wildfire, or are you on the Las Vegas side of the wildfire, Nevada side of it? California. It's choking y'all out, Grammy. It ain't no fun, that's for sure. I know from when we were stationed there 23 years ago how that smoke was. Hey, hey, hook that yarn. The fires every year. Well, part of the problem is people have built their houses up in those upper elevations where it's always kind of dry up there unless they get snow. Anyway, uh-oh, I hear her. She looking for her grandpa. He done snuck off on her.
Where's my grandpa though?
He gone somewhere.
I want my grandpa.
Aw.
I want my grandpa.
Grandpa went somewhere, fat boy.
Where he go?
I don't know where he went.
Mm.
It's okay.
I want my grandpa.
Shh, it's okay.
What's this?
That's Grandma Mango, so leave him alone. Let me touch him.
And then orange.
Huh? Did you tell your mama to give you orange? Did she give you orange? Huh? Did she peel it for you?
No.
She didn't? Hey, hey, hey. You finished? Lane, how are you? Be still, girl. You done messing up my stuff. Make my yarn come loose. Oh, you're so bad. Be still, don't move. Your needle drop off the stitches. I ain't trying to have to be trying to fix it. Luna. You did. Did you make me drop a stitch? Little girl.
Where's my grandpa though?
Your grandpa went somewhere. Yeah, hold on. Got my stitches twisted. Luna, stop now. You can go down to your mama now.
I don't want to. Mama, what is? What is? What is?
It's for flossing your teeth. And you can't use it yet because you're too little. You be cut your gums. Leave alone.
I want it in my gums.
I don't want you to cut your gums. That's why I took it from you. And go bother your mom.
I don't want to bother my mom. I want him to eat that more. I want him to play on you.
No.
Please.
No.
I don't want to.
You did make me drop a stitch, girl.
I just want up. Which one is my pop pop?
I don't know how you do that. Now I gotta try to figure out what you did, little girl.
I need a pad.
Huh?
See, butterfly. Try a big one. I want to hold to make it even bigger.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Let's see. Pearl. Stop, Luna. Need to the back. Luna, Irene, stop it. Pearl.
It's a witchy. Grandma.
Girl. Give me that. You need to go to your mom and go take a nap.
I don't want to do this. My mommy is saying nap.
Well, you need to take a nap, ma'am. Will you stop? Stop being bad.
I don't want to turn it on. If you want to. And,
Where's your daddy at? What is your daddy doing?
What, him?
Don't touch it. You need to go find your parents, little girl.
I was on the carrot.
Huh? I bet you heard what I said, ma'am. Okay. So now I gotta find the stitch she dropped. And she pulled that out. Have to hope that fixes it. If it doesn't, oh well. Sweet. That girl is not sweet. That girl is a busybody. The likes of which you have never seen before. And now I got a missing stitch marker too from where she snatched that. She think when she time for her to get in her lap, she wants to get in your lap. She acts like she the only in it that matters in the world. Now I don't know where my here we go stitch marker. No, close my door. Tell her mama to keep it out there with her. Okay, I'm back. I'll find my. Did she drop my scrunchie too? Who knows? That's why I got lots of them. Put this gray hair up out my way. Hey, hey. Hey, Steve. Oh, that's Patrick. Yeah, Dale just left to go over to Newport News to pick up Marissa. She's been babysitting Andronita's children. Thank you. Just stretching it out, son, even up the size. And then after the person who commissioned it pays for it, it will be on its way. Yeah, she used to live across the street, right across the street from us, which would have made life so much easier for babysitting. But then she moved to it's like right on the border between Newport News and Hampton. So it's like, one side of the highway is Hampton, one side of the highway is Newport News. And it's funny because the the Walmart or whatever doesn't deliver to her address, but it delivers to the address across the street. So yeah, because I guess it's because it has a different zip code, even though it's like literally right across the street. Yeah, she's been over there for about it's probably been about a year now that they moved. Well, yeah, it is funny because we used to have a Domino's pizza that is less than a mile from here, but they didn't deliver to our address. So we always had to go and pick up the pizza because they go by your zip codes, which is they should actually go by the mileage distance from the pizza place or the Walmart or wherever. Oh, walking to the train station and then taking the train to the bus station. It was interesting. That's the first time I've been on a city bus here in Virginia. I was surprised by how clean it was up there. And yeah, I figured there would be more people on the bus than there was on the bus, but it's all right. It was interesting. Dale's used to it because he from New York, so he's used to riding on the buses, the city buses. I don't even remember him ever taking me on a bus up in New York. Now he's taken me on the subway. I've been on the subway before, and I've also been to Grand Central and I took the train up to um the Sheep and Wool Festival. But I've never been on a city bus, I don't think, in New York. Hey, hey, how you doing? Let me see. Mm. Oh, trying to send an email real quick. Here we go. So Kimmy's a senior this year, right? So is she really excited? Kind of. Does she know what? Does she know what she want to go to college for? Or she's still thinking about that? Yeah, she definitely messed up that stage. Oh well. That's gonna bug me. Hey, hey, hey. Got it. I have it. And okay. See if we can get it fixed. Hmm. I'm trying to fix the stitches that Luna pulled down, and see if we can get it fixed. And if not, oh well. All right. Hmm. So I sent invites out to other people, but they haven't responded as of yet. So we'll wait. Yeah, Kelly, I sent you an email. All right. See if we can get this through there. And that don't look right. I might have to just rip it back a couple rows. So if I was at your house, you could fix this for me, Ashley. Let's see what we got. Okay. And it's not perfect, but it's gonna have to do because I don't feel like ripping it all the way back 3 rows. It'll be all right. It's not like he's gonna know it's messed up. But I don't know. I'll just rip it back. These are the hazards of having a grandchild.
Hello.
Yeah, somebody talk to y'all.
Sorry, it took me a minute. Oh my gosh. So I've seen you everywhere.
Who, me?
Yes, ma'am.
Y'all gotta enjoy your vacation while you can.
Yeah, I was following your drive from New York.
Escape from New York.
Escape from New York.
Yeah,
I thought that was adorable.
it was actually a quicker trip to get out of the city than normal.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we were surprised because usually it takes about an hour just to get from Brooklyn to, but with the COVID and with all the
Yes.
people not driving, the traffic was a lot lighter than what we're used to.
Okay.
And we were gonna go up to the Poconos, but it was raining. I'm like, just to hang out with his uncle, but I was like,
Oh, if you don't mind
nah.
me asking, where do you go in the Poconos? Because I really have never really been there for like fun. I've only been there for business.
It's I don't know where they go. We just go to his house, his uncle's house.
Okay.
Yeah, so I don't know where they go for fun because I wasn't made for snow, so I wouldn't go up there in the wintertime if you paid me.
Yes. In fact, and you know it was really sad. My old job, I had to go there all the time, all year round, and it was a nightmare.
Luna, didn't I tell you go hang out with your mama?
I want to go with my mommy. I want to go with him.
Oh my goodness.
I don't want to go with my mommy.
Go hang out with your mommy. Like, little girl, let me have some time to myself.
She loves you. I'll tell you. I can see
Yeah.
that from here. I mean, it's hilarious. I used to do that to my grandmother actually, and she was like, "Please,
She
just
probably gonna go
face."
tell on me now. Grandma won't let me in her
Oh,
room. Mommy, grandma's being mean to me.
and now you have to teach her how to crochet.
She's already trying to roll yarn into a ball. Sometimes I give her the scraps to see if I
Okay,
can let her try to roll it into a ball. Yeah.
that's cute. Hmm.
Mommy, my grandma wants to eat grandma. So yeah, she gonna go tell on me now.
Oh, you poor thing. Oh,
Mommy, grandma is not allowed to have a life without me.
oh my goodness. Grandma's being mean. I know.
Mm-hmm. That's exactly what she gonna tell her.
Hmm.
Grandma's being mean to me.
Oh, well, thanks for having me up. It's funny. I just happened to see you were on. I had a bunch of calls from family members, and I've been on the phone for like 2 hours. and, so, and I
Yeah,
said, "Oh,
I kept waiting for somebody to come on, right? This is
mm,
because I finished that blanket so fast because I was just chilling and listening and watching other people do their lives.
right,
Nobody came on, and I'm sitting here, and I'm like, and she never bothers me until I'm live or I'm trying to, not be bothered. Then that's when she pops up. Like this
right,
morning, out of the blue, the whole morning she hadn't bothered nobody, but as soon as I got
mhm,
onto Ursula's channel,
yes,
here she comes,
oh,
banging on my door like she the police.
yes, yeah." When you said that she was hanging on the door. I thought that was hilarious, but I could actually hear it a little bit. And I said, oh, she's pretty serious.
Yeah, like
Oh,
she's like a Siamese cat. There shall be no door closed between us.
right. Mm. So you guys had fun over the weekend?
Yes, a lot of fun. We went out there to go to my husband's Aunt Jean's 90th birthday party,
Oh my goodness.
and she was dancing and having a good time.
Oh, that's great.
So she's like the oldest in his family now,
Mm-hmm.
the oldest female anyway.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
so you have some other 90-year-olds also.
I'm not sure about that. The
Yeah.
ones that I've met anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So
Because I'm amazed, there are a lot of 90-year-olds and 100-year-old people.
yeah, my friend Barb, her father-in-law, he was like 103 or 4 when he passed away last year.
Oh
Or
my
was it?
goodness.
It might have been this year that he passed away.
But that's
But
impressive.
he was in the World War I, and he did all kinds of cool stuff.
World War One. That's
Yeah.
insane. Wow. Yeah, that's too funny. Hmm. Very interesting.
Only got a few more to try to get back on the needle, and then I gotta orientate them because that's the only part about tinking back is I always forget, and so I have to twist my stitches around as I'm working on them.
Yeah, I do the same thing because I have a hard time with that also. Yep. That's why when I follow the pattern, I always say, okay, now what is this? What am I supposed to do? And then I read it like 4 times, 3 or 4 times.
Oh, this pattern is super simple. It's just
Hmm.
one row,
Oh,
repeats.
oh, okay, that's
Yeah,
actually pretty good. Yeah.
yeah. And you get this nice
Oh, that's
design.
hmm.
And you can it's 4 stitch repeat, so you can just keep going 1, 2, 3, 4 until you get it as wide as you want it to be. And Stephanie Pearl McPhee is one of her patterns that she designed for her hand spun yarn, but
Yeah.
you can use it with any yarn. But it looks really nice on this variegated yarn.
Hmm.
All right.
So I saw you on the other live. So you were spinning yesterday. I'm glad you showed your face.
But it's like no one wants to see your face when you're spinning, and it's like
Well,
I
I
don't
did.
have a camera. I don't have a dual camera setup, so I can have a
Oh,
camera on the wheel and a camera on
okay.
me. So yeah,
Yeah, I don't know how to do that myself, but I just wanted to see your face. I said I can't see Juanita.
y'all see me all the time.
I know, but I just wanted to see because you were working it. I saw you, but I have to go back and watch the replay. I saw just maybe 20 minutes. Like how long were you on there? Was it 2 hours or 1 hour?
I think we started at 7.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it was like 2 hours.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I got to catch the end of that and see what happens. See how it turned out. That's good. I'm glad you guys got together.
Yeah. Yeah. Last time it was like, technical difficulties or
Mm-hmm.
whatnot. Because I'm
Yeah.
like, well, how many more emails do I have to send out? Because I was like, I had already sent out an email. So then I said, well, let me email Bailey. And she never responded either. So I was like, maybe it's a
Uh,
Cox cable thing because everybody else that I tried to send emails to just to see if my email was working, like to my other accounts and stuff, all those
mm-hmm.
emails came through. So I was like, I don't know what's going on with the email. So
Oh, okay. Matt, yeah. Well, she did say she was busy, with that whole setup. Like the whole farming thing. In my mind, I would love to be able to do it,
mm-hmm.
but I know, like in practice, I'm not built for that.
Oh yeah, Kivia said like she had to put she be banging on her. She didn't come back.
I like the police. That's
So
cute.
she's probably mad.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, but anyway, but I know like dealing with animals. That's so much. It's very time consuming, and you pass out when it's over.
Mm-hmm.
I did it for one day, and I was like, I can't do this for a few hours. You know what I mean? So, yeah, but that's But yeah, I saw you last night. Late night. You were there late night a little bit too.
Oh, yeah. But we cut it off at 12. Like it was like 12:15, I think, maybe 12 something. We cut it
Oh,
off
okay.
because I was like, I was struggling to stay awake because it was starting to catch up to me that previous night when we were up till like what 2 and 3 in the morning.
You were, yeah,
Yeah. So it was catching up to me. I was like, yawn, I just cut yawn. I was like, oh my God. I said, yeah, we're gonna cut this off at midnight. There ain't no way. I'll be sitting here sleeping while
Y-
the world revolves around me.
yeah. And I had to laugh. I said, "Oh, they look like they were so much fun," but I know I was. I'm always bobbing and weaving by like 12 o'clock. I'm no good. So, but
But
that
it
was
was a
great.
lot of fun. It was.
No, it looked like it. It looked like you had a ball. That was pretty awesome.
Yeah, we were coming down on the people who live in the Pink Palace.
Oh, okay, got it. Got it. Yeah, I just like I said, it was hilarious. You guys are so funny. I love watching the lives because they're hilarious. Even though like even when they're not trying to be funny. So
I told Mars I was gonna put her back, send her back to work.
oh,
I was like, your retirement is canceled. Go back to work.
she seems so happy. Like I'm so
Hmm.
I'm so glad for her.
She living my life, the retired life, where you can just
Yes.
sit and craft all day long and still get a check in the mail.
Yeah, that's
Or well,
amazing.
direct deposit.
Right. Yep.
Yeah,
So
I wouldn't mind knowing where the pattern is for those do rags are too. Y'all keep calling them do rags, and I want to call them kerchiefs because that's what they look like. When I see do
oh.
rag, I see what the guys be wearing on over their wave caps and stuff.
Hmm. Um I can't think of the name of the book.
It's out of that prayer shawl
It's
book.
now that prayer book, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So if you look at Kelly's Crochet Adventures,
Mhm.
she's been pushing that book. So if you look at, I don't know if it's one or two lives ago, she talks about it, but
Mhm.
she does an animal kerchief out of there in her last live, and then the previous live, but a couple of lives even before that, she was talking about the book. But you'll see it probably on her channel somewhere in like the description. I just can't think of the name of it. It sounds like Eat, Pray, Love, but that's not correct. It reminds me of
Well,
that
I think
movie.
just type in prayer shawl or prayer knitting, and it should come up on Amazon. I remember the cover of what the cover looks like. So
Yeah, I just cannot remember
yeah,
the name.
let's
Yeah, it
see.
almost sounds like Eat, Pray, Love, but it's not that. Knit, Pray, and something. That's right, Steve. Hmm. But that's the one that Granny D's doing. That I do know. And then, like I said, and then Kelly, the other Kelly's doing it on her channel a couple times. So hit, pray, and something. Yep. But it's pretty much a try. It's almost like a little baby shawl. It's like a tiny shawl, is what it is. Is it share? I'm not. Yeah, I'm not sure. But that might be it. Let me see if I can.
Like, knit, pray.
Yep. Yeah, she did a pet bandana this week, or just the other day, like 1 or 2 days ago.
Oh, Lisa Hennessy, knit, pray, share. Was that it?
Share. Oh,
Knit,
that
pray,
is it.
share. Is that
Uh,
it?
that sounds right.
It's the paperback is $9.61 right now.
Mm. It's actually not bad.
So let me add you to my cart.
Yep.
Let me see. Okay.
Well, not a bandana, but it's a pet something. Like although I think it's a bandana, but I don't know what they may call it different.
Kerchief. That's it's a
Kerchief. That's it.
kerchief. Yeah.
Hmm. Yeah, to me they're the same, aren't they? Pretty close.
Well, I think originally bandanas came from like the kerchief.
Hmm.
That's why women used to put their hair back to protect it from when they're cleaning and stuff.
Hmm.
And then you had the snood, which was the knitted thing to hold your hair.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you made one of those?
Mm-mm.
A
No.
snood?
Nope.
I was looking at that in a oh hey Crystal. I was looking at that in a um an old vintage pattern.
Mm-hmm.
So I have it saved in Pinterest, but I hate Pinterest and all those because I never get to the stuff that I save. So I'm trying to try some of the stuff that I've saved.
There was oh, like if you look at some of those old Hollywood movies, like
Mm-hmm.
with Grace Kelly and stuff, you could see like some of them will have it. Their hair would be in these nice rolls, like like the
Mm-hmm.
and then they will put that snood over it to hold the hair in place, so
Right.
it wouldn't get messed up between scenes and stuff.
Yep.
So I was like, oh, I know what a snood is.
Mm-hmm. Yep. That's cool.
So yeah, so the stitches have been picked up. So we're back. We're back in business.
You're back in business. Good.
Yeah, I still got quite a bit of this yarn left, so he's still gonna get some. I don't know. It'll be a nice size, a nice length for a scarf for a man.
Mm-hmm. How long do you make your scarves?
Well, usually I use my husband as a template. I'll ask the person how far do you want to go? How tall are you? Do you want
Mm-hmm.
to come to your knees, or do you want to go a little bit below your knees? And go
Mm-hmm.
from there. But I don't like making traditional scarves for children. I like making the circle scarves. That way they're not
Okay.
tripping on it, get caught in doors, stuff like that. Because that's just like an accident waiting to happen.
Absolutely.
And so I like making the circular scarves for the kids now.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and if they say, "Oh, I'm only 5'5," then I'll use myself because I'm 5'4,"
Mm-hmm.
and I want to come to my knees. So my knees and their knees are gonna be pretty much the same,
Mm-hmm.
minus an inch or two, plus an inch or two. And then if they say, well, I'm 6 foot, or I'm 6'2", I'm 6'3", then I can use my husband as a template. And if they're
Right.
taller than him, I'll just, like I said, go a couple of inches more below his knees. And
Mm-hmm.
usually that's fine for
Cool.
determining, how long they want the scarf to be. I just don't. Most stuff I wait for people to tell me what they want. If it's something for charity, then I do the circle scarves for charity, because then you
Mm-hmm.
don't have to worry about it being real long. It's a circle. You long as
Mm-hmm.
it's enough for you to wrap it around your neck a couple of times, you're good to go.
Okay.
Yeah.
You have a real tall relative, and I made his. I think I made it too long.
Mm,
Can't remember how long I made it, but it was like I think I did a 6 foot scarf, which was
hmm
a lot.
Ridiculously lot. It's a
It's
lot.
it's ridiculous. Yeah, like I'm never
Yeah.
doing that again.
Nah, when they're super tall like that, make them a cowl and be done
Yeah.
with it. Either make them an infinity scarf that they can twist around a couple of times
Hmm.
on their neck to keep warm, or just make them a cowl because
Yeah.
that's a lot of material.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
Oh yeah, the hat Dana. It was real popular when we went to Rhinebeck. It's been like what? That was right pre-COVID. That was
Wow.
October before COVID hit.
Yeah. I
So
have
the
never
hat
been
Dana was
there.
real popular, and there's a crochet version of it too.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I've never been. How is that? That.
it is.
Um.
It is. It was a lot of fun. A lot of fun. That was the
Mm-hmm.
second time I went. And we were already planning to rent another Airbnb for the previous year to go ahead and get our deposits and stuff together
Yeah.
when COVID hit, and it was canceled for the last couple of years. The way the other COVID is going, I don't want to even,
Yeah.
because most of the time when we were in New York, I had a mask on, except for when I would be inside, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
Um, the other COVID, no, thank you.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm still not to the point where I want to be like, public.
Mm-hmm.
But we did go to Maryland Sheep and Wool. Most of the time we had on masks. I
Oh
had
yeah.
my scarf, this one behind me, it fell down because of the baby. And I had this on so that I could
Mm-hmm.
always just pull it up,
Yeah.
you know, sometimes. But nah.
Mm-hmm.
And we took precautions. I had hand sanitizer with me.
Mm-hmm.
Go in, touch stuff, come back out, use your hand sanitizer. And Ashley had gave us like a little kit with sanitizer and what else was in that little kit? I don't know. I don't remember. But I know hand sanitizer was in there. So yeah, so we were, I think we were pretty careful.
Yeah.
Nobody got that I know of that went with our group got sick. So
That's good. Now, did you stay in at the Maryland one, or did you
yeah,
just drive up?
we stayed because Ashley and Jessica, they had already planned it and they had rented an Airbnb. And then when I found out about it, I wanted to go. So me and my husband, we paid into it so we could go to
Mm-hmm.
it. It was his first wool festival, but I've been going to wool festival since 2004, I think.
Mm-hmm.
When we moved up here to Virginia. No, Steve, I did not wear a Rhinebeck sweater. I had on my poncho. Let me see. Let's see.
Dana. See what that is.
I had on my poncho.
Oh, that's pretty.
So this is what I wore.
Nice.
I call it my Stardust poncho because Nebula, because it's, you can see the sparkle. I don't know if you can see the sparkle.
Mm-hmm.
And so this was that yarn, that buttercream yarn that Joanne's used to carry that you could only find it in there. And they had several different colorways. And I took and held it double with the sparkle yarn from Hobby Lobby. I love that black sparkle yarn.
Mm-hmm.
So I held it double with that, and so it ended up
Hmm.
striping like this. And it
That's
was
pretty.
just, and I made one that the other Lux yarn. It was like a white sparkly yarn, like white and grays. It looked like a snowy owl. So I
Right.
made a second poncho with that, but my mother-in-law ended up with that one. Yeah,
It's like
just like
whoops.
that red poncho I made. I was making it for her, and I was like, I want to finish it so I could just leave it up here in New York. I don't have to bring it back home with me. So that was my car uh work in progress. Project one was that, and I finished that. I want to finish. I gotta finish this scarf, and then
Mm.
I want to finish that blanket, the blue blanket behind me. Proverbs, she sent me some yarn that I can use as a border, and Sadrine's supposed to be sending me. Sadrine found the exact yarn in her
Oh,
stash, so she's supposed to be sending me, hey Mama J, um, some of the yarn as well. Then I'll be able to finish that blanket, and it'll be out of my stash, and on my bed.
right.
Um, yeah, I got like some of my finished stuff behind me where I was going through it, trying to figure out what I want to keep, what I want to give away,
Mm-hmm.
and so this, like, I love doing virus shawls because they're fast and easy.
Yep.
So I probably done did over 100 of them now.
Yeah, it's amazing. That
Yeah,
looks really nice. I like the orange.
it's not. It's red.
Is it
It looks
red?
orange. Yeah,
Oh,
well,
okay. I
so
see now.
the light is yellow.
Yeah.
My up my light. But then I have this one I wear all the time because it's
Yep.
denim blue.
Mm-hmm.
And this was some of that. Was is
Oh.
Isra Missy Craft, Mizzy Craft, however you say his name. Hobby Lobby had his Michael's had his yarn. Isra Mizzy
Oh,
Craft.
oh, oh, Isaac Mizrahi.
Yeah, him. So they
Mm.
had a bunch of his yarn ended up in the AC Moore bargain bins,
Yeah, I have one
mill
of those.
ends, in the
Yep.
mill ends. And
Yep.
so I made a poncho out of his yarn.
Oh,
that was in the bargain bins.
yeah.
And you know why it's in the bargain bins, because whoever they got the, what do they call it, the sparkle yarn from, the thread is, they're all broken and like they're like melted in little pieces, so they somebody put too much heat on the
Yeah.
yarn during the finishing process, and it
Oh,
ruined the the silver. I'm pretty sure it was supposed to be like this
oh,
sparkle
okay.
yarn here,
Yeah.
but they applied too much heat and that pretty much broke it apart and ruined it. But
Hmm.
hey, it's not scratchy, it wears fine, and I have no problems with it.
Hmm.
But yeah, so the mother-in-law has gotten two ponchos off of me. She'll be all
That's
right.
good.
She's in New York, so she'll really enjoy those.
Yeah, it's
This,
cold up
this
there.
was uh I forgot which yarn this was,
Oh, wow.
but so that's the shawl I made from that one.
Hmm.
And I can't remember. It's probably one of the older videos because I always do like you know, a video for when I finish stuff. But I know this is some of that shawl and a ball, some of
Hmm.
that stuff that came out.
Oh, yeah.
So it's sparkly.
Wow.
And then I have one that's crochet thread because I couldn't figure out what to do with the crochet thread I had.
Hmm.
And I used all of it but one ball.
It's pretty good too.
And oh, and then the bakery bears. This was her pattern that she put out several years ago. It's yeah. And this this is actually the border is hand spun. This is like one of the few times I've used my hand spun. I just had
Hmm.
like 90 yards of that, so I decided to use it on the border for this shawl. But it's okay.
Nice too.
That's pretty much what this one we did a knit along. And so that was pretty much it with my knitting. Other than stuff like for the kids,
Hmm.
socks for my husband, socks for Ashley's husband. That's the only knitting I've done over the last couple of years. So yeah, because I'm a slow knitter compared to when I crochet.
Hmm. Yeah, socks are nice. I still haven't. I've only done one. Isn't that terrible? One
Well,
sock.
here's the socks I made for Patrick were bed socks.
Yeah.
They were like house socks. They're not like socks. So I didn't need his exact. I just needed to know how long his feet were, pretty much.
Right.
They were tube socks too. So I'm like, just slide your feet in them and get to walking.
Hmm. That's pretty cool. But I was looking at the thing for the Maryland show, and I was like, I wimped out the last minute. But I know I don't need to be buying any more yarn. Kind of.
Well, there's so much stuff going on
Yeah.
that you don't even have to worry about buying that much yarn. Like with
Oh.
me, I used to go there to get fiber. Now I have too much fiber.
Okay.
So now when I go, I'm either looking like I go up there to get drop spindles from Jim's Turnstiles.
Okay.
I'll go there to get one or two drop spindles from him. I'll check
Hmm.
out the Golden booth if they're there, and I might get a
Hmm.
drop spindle from them. I'll check out but so far I haven't seen any of their spindles that really spoke to me. So
Hmm.
I'll go across the way to the Jonathan Bosworth booth and I'll look at his spindles. And this year I actually bought one of his spindles, which was a Moosey, but it was a longer shaft on it than the previous Moosies. Other Moosies used to be like this long.
Hmm.
And then the new one actually had a decent shaft on it for somebody with like big hands like me. So I got one of his spindles this year. And then did I buy any yarn? Mm-mm. I rarely buy yarn. I think I've maybe bought 3 skeins of yarn ever since I've been going to Maryland Sheep and Wool. I've always
Hmm.
bought fiber or fleece and spindles.
Okay.
Um, so next year, with Lord willing, if we go, I'll be probably looking to get, of course, my two drop spindles, and I might be looking to try and see if I can find a needle set on sale. Sometimes, um, yarn shops that are going out of business, they'll do
Hmm.
a Maryland Sheep and Wool to get rid of all their inventory.
Oh, that's okay. Good to know. Yeah, I haven't. Like I said, I've been trying not to. I mean, I've been buying kind of here and there. You know what I mean? But I'm really trying hard to get everything more as a project than just random yarn. You know what I mean? And
Oh, okay, a purpose. Yarn with a purpose.
yarn with a purpose. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
But it's really hard. Yeah, it's hard to.
Cause you go, ooh, that's so pretty, and you only buy one because you just want to try it, but then you don't know what you want to make with it, but you end up having to make something simple because you only bought one, and then you decide, oh, I really like this, I'm gonna go get some more, and it's gone,
You
gone.
got it.
So you end up having to either make fingerless gloves, a hat, a
Yep.
cowl,
Yep.
something that can use as much of the yarn as possible, and you
Yep.
still get an item that you can wear and enjoy with that
Right.
yarn. And then you just look around and see if you see some in the thrift stores, or if you see, and you never find any more of it.
That's correct.
It's just like that yarn. That yarn was such a popular color. It's like every time I went to Joann's, after I bought the first 9 skeins of it that I needed, that I
Hmm.
estimated I would need,
Yep.
there would only be one or two of that yarn on the shelf. And I
Hmm.
wasn't thinking, oh, you better buy those,
Yeah.
because it was such a popular color.
Right.
And now it's like you can't find it. I was looking on Ravelry today, these stashes and stuff, none of that. So
Mm-mm.
whoever, the people who do have it, they're either used it for baby blankets and stuff for boys, or they're
Hmm.
hoarding it because they don't want to use it.
Right.
I bet you that girl, what is her show called? Yarn Geek, or Geeky Yarn Geek. What is?
Hmm.
I bet she got some in her stash.
Probably. She has a big stash.
Yeah, a big stash. That girl got a yarn store in her house.
She does. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, there's Faith Cooper.
Hi Faith, how are you?
Hmm.
That is called FOMO. What's FOMO? I need to write that down. You finna tell me something.
That's funny.
FOMO.
Yeah.
Fear of missing out.
Oh,
Oh, that's what they call it when the people go in and buy all that stuff.
I never thought of that, like in that regard, but interesting. Hmm.
I
Yeah,
know.
it's like see the other, sometimes you might find a yarn, you go, "Oh, this is interesting." Like you said, you buy one skein, and then you might hate it,
Mhm.
or you don't get to it in time. And like it's usually for me, that's the problem.
I think I only
Mm.
have one or two skeins of AC Moore yarn left, and I'm gonna cry when I finish that, because towards the end, before Michaels bought them out, their
Yeah.
yarn has really hit its popularity spot. Everybody was trying to get AC Moore yarn. For instance, I have one skein of their burnt orange.
There's a
Their
couple
burnt
there.
orange was
Hmm.
the best burnt orange on the market. I don't care what nobody say, for
No, I
Halloween,
know, I know exactly
because
what
it
you're
was a
talking about.
perfect mixture of orange and brown for that
Yes.
pumpkin color, or that fall leaf kind of color
Hmm.
thing.
Hmm.
It was amazing, and that's why I will always go to AC Moore every year, buy a couple of skeins of that burnt orange, and make stuff for my baby sister, because she's an October baby, and that was her color,
That was
that
her
burnt
call.
orange.
Hmm.
And I have one. Well, I made her stuff for last year. I only got one skein left, and now it's like, I was hoping that Michaels would take over the Studio by Nicole brand and bring it into their stores, but they
Mm-mm.
didn't. If they had, I can tell you they would be making some good money. I know that much.
Yeah, they got rid of it. The only thing I know is that Premier bought some of that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
They were selling some of it, Premier yarns.
The Studio by Nicole. That
Hmm.
yarn is such a nice yarn, and very affordable.
They,
Very
yeah, they
affordable.
blew it. Yeah, I don't know. That was awesome.
It was
But I
better than
started, yeah,
the loops and thread.
yeah, and in fact, I
Yeah.
just started buying not random colors, but I just started buying like a rainbow of it, and I have about maybe 8 skeins, 9 skeins. different colors. Like I bought like two of each, kind of what I when I found a color.
Hmm.
But I love it. I mean, I've used it,
And I
for.
loved how Studio by Nicole did those small, like 70-yard balls to test
Yeah, I
the
love those.
yarns, the little test yarns to see how people
Hmm.
would like them. And
Yep.
there was this one color I made. What did I make with hat? I think I made a hat with it. It was like it made me think of a campfire.
Hmm.
And I saw some at Michael's that was similar to that new yarn Michael
Hmm.
has out, but it just doesn't hit that new yarn. I felt it, I touched it, I was like, ugh, this stuff is ugly.
Yeah.
Hold on a minute. I've been sending the link out. Let me go to your. Do you have your email? Do you have your page yet? Do you have your about page yet? Do you have it filled out with your email?
Yeah, Nana Michelle said straw on the ball, and a lot of those are gone. I think those are gone, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
I haven't seen any when I've been going into the stores. Um, the last couple of weeks, I haven't seen any. Before that,
Hmm.
I think it was part of those sales.
Yeah. Like I know Michael's had a few of those, but not like a ton. But I think those are gone or going away.
Let me see. All right,
Um,
so StreamYard.
Expression fiber.
And see. All right, check your email, Elaine. I said it right, right? Passion for Yarn, Elaine. Yeah.
Yeah, that's Elaine. Yep.
Check your email, Elaine.
Yep. Yeah, I think locally there's a yarn sale by me coming up in, I think it's either October or November. So I want to make sure I get myself down there.
I haven't been able to hit any of the good yarn sales at Hobby Lobby or Michael's. Like every time I
Hmm.
go, it's like everything's like somebody went in there and got everything they could get their hands
Hmm.
on. Yesterday, my daughter sent me at 4, like 4 or something, right after we picked up the car. She sent me an email, let me know that one of the local uh, creative businesses had put out
Hmm.
a bunch of tubs of yarn. Most of it was comb for weaving and stuff. And I
Hmm.
saw some blue, and I was like, "Oh, I bet you that blue would look great with my blue blanket."
Hmm.
So we get
Yeah.
over there at 4:45, and it's all gone. I think somebody, like I told my husband, I said somebody had to have backed their car up here and just dumped
Yeah.
all that yarn because they wanted you to bring your own bag so that
Okay.
you would have a chance of somebody else coming with their, getting some. I said somebody backed their car up to this place and dumped every one of them bins in their car.
Mm.
I wouldn't be surprised if we see that yarn on Facebook uh,
Exactly.
storefront or something like that, or local eBay or
Hmm.
something. Because it was weaving. It was, unless they're a weaver or something. It was a big
Right.
weaving combs, and it all was gone. It was all gone, and I was like, the only thing they left behind was like the little bits and pieces that's knotted up and twisted up. I'm like, I'm not sitting there trying to unravel that stuff only to have like 20 yards here and 20 yards, like little cut ends and stuff. That was all that was left, and like this little pink and blue like baby blanket somebody started knitting. That was it. That was all
Mhm.
that was left. And I was like, you got to be kidding me. As fast as we got there, it was all gone.
Yeah,
I
people
said,
do that.
somebody dumped all that yarn in their car.
That's crazy.
All of it. I'm like, that was just selfish. If anything, they could have said, minimum 2 grocery bags,
Mm.
to give other people in the community a chance to come by and get some.
Hmm.
Now, if you're going to have it for your church, make stuff for the winter stuff, fine, no problems. But I still think that was incredibly selfish of you.
Yeah, it's a tough one. It really is. Yeah, so Nana Michelle said they did discontinue showing the ball.
Mm.
Yeah, that was really nice. Some of
Did
the
you, did you check your
colors.
email, Elaine?
Um,
Oh,
yeah, that's very sad, Nana Michelle.
but it didn't get rejected to me, so
Yeah.
she hasn't popped up in the basement as y'all call it.
Yep. You should probably be there in a sec. Kramer
There
yarns.
she is. Let's
Mm.
let's let's wait and see her picture show up. There she is. We don't need no naked men up here.
Cool.
There you go.
That's too funny. Hi, ladies.
Hey, how's it going?
or naked women, as the case may be.
Yeah, no, thank you. I'm good.
It's going good. It's Friday. I just came up just to say hello and support you for a little while. I've been on
Thank
since you
you.
got on, but
Thank
I was
you.
debating to get on or not because my grandson's playing video games and he gets very loud.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I play video. Usually, I'm playing World of Warcraft, but they just did the Lich King thing, and the ghouls are
Oh,
attacking tonight, and I'm like, I ain't about that life right now.
wow,
I done played through it one time. I can wait.
that is so funny.
Yeah.
You're serious about those games. I heard you talking before.
For
That's
me,
hysterical. I was telling my husband about you, and he was like, "Wow." So you impressed him. It takes a lot to impress him.
I have what? Uh, I have a paladin, a Hillidan, which is a paladin healer. I
Mm-hmm.
have a tank. I have a priest healer. I have a shaman healer. I have a
Okay.
shaman DPS, and I have a rogue, all level 70s.
Wow,
So, but
that's
now
amazing.
once they bring in the rest of the Lich King
Mm-hmm.
software, then we'll be able to go and go back up to 80. But the funny thing
Wow.
is, I've already done this before. Retail, when it was retail versions of everything. So it's like you're playing the game, you're paying to play the game all over again. But
Oh,
just
okay.
a lot of fun though. So it's been just as much
Mm.
fun this time around as it was originally. And then I
Okay.
look at it like, well, what would you have done with that money? Probably would have spent it on chocolate or something I had no business eating. So instead, I keep my little
That's
budget and I
random.
play my game,
Yep.
and it keeps
It's
me out of
cool.
the chocolate stores. It keep-
The chocolate source.
yep.
That's cute.
So what are you guys working on?
I am working on a scarf since I finished that big boy behind me.
That's
Yeah, that's
beautiful.
beautiful.
So
Yeah.
I'm finishing up the scarf that I told y'all was the one row
Mm-hmm.
repeat,
Oh yes.
and then after I finish that, then hopefully the yarn will be here from Proverbs and Dreamy, and then I can finish up my big blue blanket.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
She's working it.
Yeah, you're working it.
Trying to get my whips done. Then the next whip will be putting sleeves in my sweater.
Wow. That's cool.
Yeah.
That is awesome. Awesome. Awesome.
So
Hi
it's like
everybody in the chat.
do a whip, finish a whip, start a new project, work on a whip.
Yep.
I wish I could do that, but I've always got at least 5 of them running.
Mm. Yeah. I always
Oh,
have a
that's
couple.
what I'm saying. That's how I'm getting my whips done. You do have to do a whip, and because I ran out of yarn for that, then I have to wait for the yarn. So I'm
Yep.
finishing this project because it's something that needs to be done to be sent to someone for this winter. And
Okay.
then I'll pick another whip out until I get all the yarn in for the blue blanket. Then I'll go back to the blue blanket.
Cool.
But my goal is to have all my whips done by January. That's my
Yep.
goal.
It's cool.
How many do you have?
Let's see. I have 2 socks, which is 4 socks, really. Um, I have my sweater. I have a pair of fingerless gloves,
Mm-hmm.
and I have a knit baby blanket, and I have a crochet baby blanket, and then
Mm.
I have a square where I was playing around with different stitches. So it's
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
not really like a project. It's just something I can put bits and pieces of yarn in and
Yeah.
play around with different stitches. So
Mm-hmm.
No, that sounds great. Now that's besides. Are you making stuff for Christmas too?
well, for my son, I usually make him every year. I usually make him a pair of fingerless gloves because he loves wearing them. It's like a
Mm-hmm.
for him. It's like a baby like a blanket. What they call it? The security blanket kind of thing, but it's fingerless gloves. So I usually make him a new pair every year.
Yeah.
Uh,
That's
Oh,
good.
my daughters, they just come in and take what they want all year long, so I don't think I have to make nothing for them. So
oh, okay.
this is my random square,
Oh,
just
that's
random
pretty.
stitches and random yarn.
Oh, so
So
it's just random. You didn't.
mm-mm. Like
Wow.
this was the square the bag of day had done the texture
Mm-hmm.
square for those that blanket she did with the Sesame Street characters.
Yep.
Yes.
So
Mm-hmm.
that was this square. I was testing out the pattern. Oh yeah, I made each of my well then they were like, Luna and Dre each had one of those Sesame Street blankets. And they done pulled the heads off and I sewed them things in good. The little kids, if they can find a way to destroy it, they
They
will.
will.
Yeah.
And so then this was the box stitch. I wanted to try the little squares, the
Those are
box
cute.
stitch.
Yeah, I like that.
And then and I think yeah, so that's what I stopped with the box stitch. So now
Mm-hmm.
since I've done this blanket, I'll probably take and put that pattern up there too.
Cool.
Oh, okay. Awesome. You're very busy.
Mm-hmm.
So that's just like a let me see if I can do it on this one. If I can do it on this one, then I can do it by itself, kind of thing.
Hmm.
But yeah, so that's about six whips I have left, I think.
Mm-hmm. Give or take. That's not bad. I
Yeah,
mean, that's not too crazy because they'll be done by Christmas. You're saying most of that.
that's my goal.
Just the goal.
Yeah, because the baby
Mm-hmm.
blanket I was gonna make for my granddaughter for who was
Mm-hmm.
born in February, but it was like this is taking too long knitting it. I'm just gonna crochet you up some real quick, and that's what I did.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I got 3 whips right now that I'm.
No,
That's
I'm
it.
not gonna dual spec. I'm not gonna dual spec them until the actual Lich King
Mm-hmm.
expansion comes out. Then I'll dual spec them. It's 1,000 gold right now to dual spec. I'd rather use my money to go ahead and save up for cold weather flying on my main, my gold rather.
Oh yeah, Steve. No Kramer yarns yet. They're only open 3 days a week, so it's kind of a pain in the neck. So I never can seem to get there.
There was a place
Kramers.
in
Oh
North
yeah.
Carolina, a mill in North Carolina that was had yarn, and I can never remember to look it up whenever I go home.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're only
So
open 3 days a week. I mean, it's a nightmare.
and,
It's,
and what are those 3 days?
it's like Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Well,
Okay,
then
because
just
I
put
already.
it on it. Put it on
And
your schedule for a video to go there, and then
I
you'll
know
remember.
I'm here. You see this? I, I I see. I got it. I just can't seem to get over there. I may get there next week. Like I'm going to be closer to that area, so we'll see. Yep.
I swear, I can. Those stitch markers just do not want to stay put.
Yeah, I
Oh,
told my daughters what I wanted for Christmas. I told them I wanted the 20 pound Meldon box
Oh
from
wow.
Kramer.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. Mm,
yeah, I would like to try that out. I love wool, and I know I've
yeah.
been seeing a lot of unboxing, and people have been getting some
Yeah. The
nice
wool
stuff.
is amazing. Yep.
Yeah,
Yep. Telling you.
and that and they've been getting some nice luxury yarn too,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
if you're lucky enough. But it's worth a try.
Yep.
Someone in my channel asked me, if I would get one, like when they first started doing those unboxing. I think it
Mm-hmm.
was Bag a Day was the first person, I think, that did an unboxing. And anyways, I saw hers,
Mm-hmm.
but did not want to spend what is it, $80 for the 20 pounds with the shipping.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'd rather have one of my daughters buy it for me for Christmas.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just to
It
check
looks
it out.
yeah, it looks really nice. I mean, from what I can see.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And everybody there who works there looks very happy.
Who would
I've
have been
always
happy? Who
Yeah,
would
I
not be
know.
happy?
Yeah, I mean, I just think it's pretty cool that, you go to work and they look like you
They're
know,
probably yarn addicts too.
They're
I
probably I
wonder.
was gonna say
That's
that.
what I want to know. That's what I want to know. I want to know. Yeah, like
Are they yarn addicts? Is this why they're so happy when they go to work?
Oh gosh.
I mean,
Are
they don't.
their husbands secretly at the back door putting the yarn back in out of the car? So when they
Well,
get
actually,
home,
there's a
they're
lot
like,
of. I noticed there were a lot of males working there. Not
Funny.
that that means anything, but they look like just kind of like dudes. But I don't know. We'll see. Like I'm curious. I want to know. Like that's the burning question I have.
"Well, keep dropping
You'd
out
be
there.
Are you
surprised
are you fiber
different
people?
types of crochet men that do crochet and
No,
then
no, I know, but it's just like I said. These guys just look like factory dudes. That's what I call them, factory guys.
uh-oh.
They look like factory guys to me, but I don't know. You know, I'm curious. Let's see.
Yeah, I couldn't have a job like that. I think half of my check will go there.
Yeah,
Half, just half.
yep,
Just half, girl. I gotta pay
yep,
bills.
yep, yep.
Oh my gosh.
Hmm. See, and I have a yarn store not too far from my house, and I'm like, I haven't been there in like 3 years, four. I don't even know. It's been a while,
Oh yeah?
and they have good stuff.
That would be
Yeah.
hard for me to do.
I know, and I'm like, what am I doing?
Girl, that would be hard for me. Right now I was like this town that we live in now, they have that thrift store.
Hmm.
And I've been trying to get my daughter to bring me back.
Oh,
We were gonna go today, and guess what? They're closed on Fridays. They're closed on
of course.
Fridays and Sundays. And I was like,
Yeah.
okay. And I said, can you take me tomorrow, please? And she was like, okay, okay. But in the morning, I got something to do. I said, okay, but I would like to go in the morning. I mean, is that too much to
Hmm.
ask? Only because it's 10 a.m. they open, and first come, first serve. If you're
Yep,
not
that's
there
the way it
early,
goes. Yep.
So she said, I'll bring you after I finish so and so. And I'm like, okay. So
Okay.
you bring me. Yes,
Yeah.
I want to go back and see what they got, see what they have,
Hmm. Hmm.
Um, the yarns, I found some amazing yarns for $1 there.
Yeah, it's not bad.
All the yarns are $1. But
Hmm.
I'm gonna try to ask tomorrow. I'm gonna try to because I think the smaller yarn should not be $1. Even though $1's cheap, but they're even
Hmm.
selling their big balls of yarns for $1. So
Oh,
I
okay.
don't understand how they're all $1. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you have to think about how much of that stuff do they have in storage. They're probably trying to get rid of that stuff so they can get more stuff out of storage into the store.
Hmm.
Well, I took a picture of it. I should have put it up. It's a small area where they have the yarn. It's like, okay, it's like they have them in, like Michael has that push cart. That cart, that craft cart, the
Hmm.
three
Hmm.
Oh
tier.
yeah.
It looked like a 3-tier, 4-tier
Yep.
shelving, and then they has two. They have two of those, so that they fill only those two with yarns.
That's pretty small. Yeah. I would
Yeah, so
say.
they only fill those two with yarns, but it's kind of deep, and one of them. But and
Mhm.
then I guess when they run out, they bring more yarn out. I don't know
Oh, okay.
when they see that they have more room to put in more. I
Hmm.
don't know, but I'll see tomorrow what's going on tomorrow. I definitely did not see no crochet books, and I was like so sad. No
Mm.
crochet books at all. And at one point they had like so many crochet books, knitting books,
Yeah.
sewing, quilting.
Hmm.
So they only had like one knit book, and they had like a few quiltings, but no crochet books. So I'm hoping to see. That's what I'm trying to see if I find tomorrow, and
Yeah.
maybe magazines. I looked through the magazines, and they never
Hmm.
have like the crochet magazines or anything like that. Any craft magazines. So we'll see.
You always find they're like hit or miss. Like you never
Yeah.
really know what you're gonna find. And
Yep.
like I've
Yeah.
done better at the flea markets with the crochet stuff, like with the books and the even the knit, the knitting books, crochet books, knitting
Yeah.
needles, crochet needles, or crochet hooks. I mean, at the flea market, because a lot of times, people will, they're selling like their grandma's stash, if somebody's passed,
Yes.
and so I found really good stuff that way. And I've even found like some really good books in some of the antique stores, that sell like vintage stuff. And I was surprised that they had quite a few really nice old patterns and things like that.
Yeah, I found old
Hmm.
pattern books.
Yeah.
Um, and for stitch work
Hmm.
for and I think one is when one was. Did you see my yarn my thrift store yarn video?
Hmm.
Oh, okay. So then you saw it there. One of the books were like my daughter's age, 30, actually 33 years. Since
Hmm.
1990, I think it was on the date of the book it was issued. But um, that's the oldest I found.
Hmm. Yep. Like I went to this place and they had stuff from the 40s in there.
Oh
They
yeah,
were charging like, they were 10, 15, $20 for those things. And then some of the stuff might have been from the 60s, 70s, and 80s. And those they were charging $2 or $3 depending on how thick the little pamphlet was.
yeah.
So like you might see like a red heart. Like I bought a red heart pattern book. I bought a Columbia Yarns pattern book and a one more brand. I can't think of what it is right. Brunswick, I think it was Brunswick.
Uh huh.
These old brands that don't exist, but just
Yeah,
beautiful patterns, just beautiful,
must be
gorgeous,
nice. Yeah. I was
gorgeous patterns. I mean,
looking.
like dresses and gloves. Like even people were making gloves and hats. Cute baby clothes. It's just really amazing. I don't know where I'm going to use these things, but I'm just fascinated to like look through them.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Tina sent me in a Happy Mail. She sent me an old book, an old pattern book. Very
Hmm.
like probably not as old as the one you're referring to, but I think
Hmm.
it's from the 70s.
Yep.
Looking at the style of the crochet and
Hmm.
patterns. Yeah.
Yep.
You remember the gumball machines? There's a pattern
Hmm.
Oh,
for a blanket there for one of those
Oh,
gumball.
okay.
Steve.
Yeah.
Steve has crochet books and magazines from the 1910s and
There
20s.
you go. Yeah, those are
Woo!
awesome. I bet they're really nice. So I'll be over, Steve,
Yeah.
Mhm.
checking checking out your stuff. Won't be stealing them. I'll just be looking.
Take a picture here, take a picture
No,
there.
no, no. I'm not gonna do that. I just like to look, because I don't really think realistically I'm gonna make any of this stuff, but in my mind I'm gonna do it.
That's one of the reasons why I love looking at those old cookbooks.
Yeah.
Because when you see the portion size in those books and you see what people
Yes.
eat now, it is a freaking like wow.
It's crazy. Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
Like a
Yeah, I love
steak,
old
like a
cookbooks. I have a
steak
bunch.
was like 2 ounces or three
2 ounces.
ounces.
Yep.
Yeah. And now it's like if you don't get like a 6 or 8 ounce steak, it's like 13 ounces.
Hmm.
It's like wow.
Yep. That's cool.
I'll be back. I gotta get my other
Mm,
yarn ball. Ran
yep.
out of yarn. I'll be right back.
Yep. And I like the weird, not weird, but like they do stuff with Jello. They put like meat in
Oh yeah,
Jello.
the molds. Oh my
Those
god.
molds
The
and
molds were so freaking intricate.
yeah, that stuff blows my mind.
They had cream, like they had like a cream jello mold. They would be like this, we take it was cloudy. You couldn't see through the jello to see what's
Hmm.
inside of it. And I was like, wow. Refrigeration wasn't the bomb diggity back then.
That's so true. That is so true. So anyway, so Steve, I'll get there. I'm gonna get there. I'm trying to get there in the next couple of weeks, just to check out the factory. But we'll see. Knock on. I mean, I've been trying to work. I've been working on this for like a month and a half. I got to get on. Juanita's got to whip me into shape, or somebody.
Set up a time thing on Google Calendar for her.
Yes.
Phone
Yep.
reminder, and then have it set up for every 5 minutes to send a reminder until she
exactly.
She's like, okay.
I'm going. Yeah, because I'm not going to be that far from there tomorrow, but tomorrow's not the right day. It's annoying. That's the problem. I always find myself there on a Saturday, but they're not open. Yeah, so. But that's cool, Steve. 1910s, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, flapper. See, oh my gosh, that's amazing. Yeah, beret. I think I have one old pattern with a beret. Some gloves, yep.
That's have cool. You checked to see if those books you have is on like the what is it? Gutenberg?
They might be. I know I found something pretty close. Yeah.
I'll go over there from time to time to see if any new books have been scanned in.
Mm-hmm. That's a good idea.
Hey, Jeannie.
There's Jeannie.
You got an email, Jeannie. If you feel like coming up. I sent an email a while ago.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I can hear the little bad kids in the neighborhood outside with no parental supervision.
Wow.
These people they just don't know how lucky they are, how blessed they are, that nothing has happened to any of their little children, that they be letting them run up and down these streets. Especially if you look at the map for, like the pedophiles in your area.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot of them around here.
Mm.
Well, it put like this. They got their mama address as their address.
Wow.
She said she been cleaning the house since 9 this morning. Girl,
wow.
I know you're tired.
Mm-hmm.
I know you are tired.
Yeah, I know she is. Are you doing like some fall cleaning?
The bug done hit you.
Yeah.
Okay, I got my ball of yarn. So it's been getting cool up here, Kelly. Has it been getting cool where you live?
A little bit.
Yeah. You going to a fiber feast or a fiber festival? Well, it would be a fiber feast if you're going to a festival too. So.
That's true. Ooh. You gotta tell us where that is.
She don't want you showing up. She ain't gonna tell you.
I mean,
she gonna think you probably like that person who drove up there to that place and dumped all that yarn in the back of their car.
No. See, you don't have to worry about me doing that.
See, I would like to go one of those, just check it out, walk around. But most of the time they're very expensive.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of fun, and you get a lot of exercise.
Oh, in PA, you got to tell me where, Jeannie. You don't mind.
Share. I won't be able to go. That's for sure, because I still got to get this thing off.
Because you never know. You might see me anywhere.
Yeah, it's only a couple hours from where I live.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if I take another route, it's about almost 3 hours. 3 hours.
Yeah.
If I take I-95, it'll be longer.
Yeah, I-95 is terrible.
Traffic gonna suck.
Mm-hmm.
Especially since it's a Saturday. You got to worry about all
Steve,
them clubbers coming home.
you tell her, Steve.
Hey, 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 hey.
Oh, you're not the only person in Pennsylvania.
Yeah. Hmm. All right. Let's see. See if I can-
Yeah, so now with me, and I think it will make my daughter happy. I think before I go yarn shopping, I'm just gonna hit the thrift store first, and then I'll go yarn shopping. I do need some yarn though, because I want to make my sister this beautiful blanket. Surprise her for Christmas. She's having a Christmas party this year,
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
but I won't be able to go because it's too expensive. She lives in Florida, and traveling for the holidays.
Yeah.
Family of four is going to be expensive. So
Mhm.
instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to have
Mhm.
I'm going to try to have her blanket ready, and then just give it to one of my niece to bring it to her.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do because they're going, but I'm not going to.
Oh, I remember them days. Like
Yep.
the big family always traveling to go to meet up with the rest of the family, and people act
Yeah.
like you made out of money.
Yeah, this is her first one because she just bought a townhouse, and so she wants the family. I guess because this is let me see. Okay, I think she don't want to be alone because this is like
There she go. Yeah, you done spread it out that straight hair then, ain't you?
No, I just put it up. I just took a shower. So I am going
Wow.
to Milford, Pennsylvania. It's called the Endless Mountain Fiber Festival.
Ooh, this way up there. I know
Man.
where that is. Ooh, okay. Cool. Thank you. You will not see
And
me.
I wish all of you could come. It would be nice. you know.
Yeah.
It would be cool to meet up with, Yarny peeps that you meet on YouTube.
Mhm.
But I'm also gonna go to Rhinebeck.
You
Ooh,
gonna go up the round bit?
Yep.
wow.
Mm.
It's going to be my first year.
Your first round bit. Make
Uh-oh.
sure you wear your mask
Yep.
and stuff, girl.
eh,
Yeah. Not
where's that one located?
New York, upstate
New
New
York.
York.
That's
Oh,
Upstate.
in
New York.
Yeah.
Mhm.
yeah, upstate New
It's a
York.
New
That's
York
Yeah.
good.
Sheep and Wool Festival in Dutchess County Fairgrounds in New York.
Oh, I had to look that up.
Yeah,
Then
you're pretty
that's
close.
That's
closer
like
to
the big
me.
one,
You're
girl.
That's better for
People
you.
fly in from
Yeah.
Germany, France, Great Britain,
Wow.
Scotland, Ireland,
Really?
all over.
Yeah.
They even have people flying in because sometimes before COVID they had like the South American bands like flutes and panpipes and
Okay.
stuff like that. They will be there providing music, and
Hmm.
you have like all from all over the world show up at the Rhinebeck.
Wow.
Wow.
Yes,
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
big
So
one. That's probably the
Wow.
the
biggest,
big
right?
one. Yeah, that's the big one.
Mhm.
So I would like to know what date is that going to be for?
It's usually in October.
Okay.
Pretty soon.
Oh, I
Yeah.
won't have my boot on. Oh, I would go. I will see. Check it out. You want to
No,
go? Want
Mhm.
to go, Kelly?
no, because we got all them different people flying in with the big C, going
I'm
to the
Oh,
fairgrounds with the
that's
big
what I'm
C.
afraid of.
And so not only will you have whatever is popular in the United States, big C at that time, probably showing up at them fairgrounds, you will have people bringing their
Hmm.
C virus with them to the fairgrounds. So I will not be
yeah.
there.
Yeah, I
Nope.
understand. I don't know. It's just like you
Hmm.
can't win either way. You can't win because when you
Yes.
you want to go to all these events, you want to right, you want
Mm.
to enjoy your life. You want to go
Yes.
to these events, but then you worry about
Hmm.
getting sick. It's just like
Yeah.
And I'm
it's
a
just awful.
diabetic and high blood pressure, and
Oh.
no,
Mm-mm.
I'll stay home.
Mm.
I have no
I
problem
got a
staying
little high
home
blood pressure too.
and living
Mm.
vicariously through other people's pictures.
Yes.
So tell me something. This is the thing I don't understand, right? It must be good. It must be some good yarn, and I mean, for them to pay
Eat.
so much money in an airline ticket
Yeah.
just to come
They
up
can get
here.
like it's like this. A lot of them are going for the classes.
Yeah.
They can take classes there with some of the top people in the industry.
Hmm.
They can go there, like if they're fashion houses and stuff that they work at or belong to. It could be a business trip. They're
Mm.
going there to see what the touch the different yarns and
Mm.
fibers, the blends. Some of them are going there to see the actual sheep breeds. They might be actually buying
Yeah. Wow.
ewes and rams for their stock, their back home to bolster up their herds and stuff, or to change the wool. There's a whole bunch of different reasons people come in from the different countries to come to the festival. There's some of them are also doing research so they could do a festival like that in their own country or their own
Mm.
cities and villages to bring income and money and tourists
Mm.
into their villages and stuff. So you have a lot of people for a lot of different reasons showing
Oh
up
Wow.
at
wow.
these festivals. Some people use it as a meet and greet. They've been friends with
Mhm.
people online all over the world, so they decided that we're going to meet up. So they all meet out up under the big trees that the leaves are changing and falling down, and it's beautiful, that
Mm.
little hill area where all the different knitting and crochet celebrities and stuff and dyers, the indie dyers, they all show up there. You also have dye houses showing up to look at the wool. Some of the wool
Um,
dyers
Yeah.
in the
The
US
wall.
are doing, and they actually hire them, or they try to hire them to do dye for them. And so that's
Hmm.
how, like, you have these big people like Madeline Tosh. Do you really think that woman dyes all that wool by herself? She has a warehouse, or
Mm.
or she has a business area where they dye the wool, and she has assistants because they're using recipes to dye that wool that she's come up with, and she has assistants that are actually the ones doing all the dyeing and stuff. But
Oh,
she's a
okay.
piece of the company because she started the company. It's a company, so you have to look at it from that perspective too. These You got people trying to get rid of their inventory, decide they don't want to be in
Mm-hmm.
the business no more. You got farmers who are they have a farm where they raise sheep for meat, for fur, for fiber,
Mm-hmm.
and so they have their products there so local people in the area can see this is how fine my mutton is, or this is how fine my wool is. There are a lot of weaving houses in upstate New York where people weave. A lot of the stuff ends up in boutiques and stuff in New York and places
Mm-hmm.
like that. But the fiber and the wool, all of it's produced on a local farm. And there's weavers guilds, weavers in the area, people who
Mm-hmm.
pass that knowledge down. So I go
um,
because I'm nosy and I want to see what the local guilds are doing, what
Yeah.
they're weaving, what they're crocheting.
Yeah.
Um, and I want to look for the drop spindles. I go to try to find handmade drop spindles that from someone who's local in that area. When
Mm-hmm.
I went, I bought two spindles from local people. Well, one of them was a little old man, and that's what he does in the wintertime when he can't do a lot of stuff because all of the orchard, all the apples have been picked,
Right.
all the trees are no leaves. Um, he doesn't take care of the sheep anymore. His son does, so he had
Right.
to do something to pass the time. So he had picked up um, carving drop spindles because his wife was a hand spinner. And he got to the point where she was like, I have too many. I can't use these. Why do you keep making them? And so they started sending them with their son to the festival
Yeah.
and they were selling. So now he gets a nice little supplementary income from all those drop spindles he's willing get sold at the festival. So
awesome. Wow. And then
Yeah.
Jenny said that yes, we're doing a meet and greet. She says.
Yeah.
see,
That's nice.
She said yes. And Juanita, 100% right. That
Hmm.
would be nice to go and meet people. You know what? We could just get one of those. Those bodysuits that people wear when the COVID first came out. Like in China.
Yeah.
And I just like to joke around, guys. But yeah, get one of those and
Hmm.
be all good to go.
Yeah. That
or
stuff.
the,
I,
or
I
the
see
person
where that
who's
is.
brave
Mm.
enough to go, make
Yeah.
sure like we do like a live and we show up in the chat and you walk us around with you.
Ah.
Yeah, I'll see. I will see. I would hate to go by myself though. Like traveling like that, I don't like to travel by myself. Like if my teenager would come with me, I probably would go. But we'll
Mm-hmm.
see. You know, these days you got to be careful, especially on the train, stuff like that.
Mm.
And I'm gonna come back home alone, and I know I'm gonna probably buy something. So it's best for me to bring somebody with me. I don't know. We'll see. I haven't been to New York in a minute. I haven't been there in a while. When was the last time I went to New York? My goodness, can't remember. It was before the pandemic for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But we will see. I don't know, guys.
A
It's just
hazmat suit.
Hazmat. That's it.
Yep,
Yep.
a hazmat suit.
hazmat
That's
suits.
right.
Yeah,
Hmm.
I couldn't think of what you called it. That's right.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Then everybody will look at you funny, but maybe you could decorate it with a poncho or something over it. I don't know.
My goodness.
Well, it's funny because my friend Barb, she took every precaution known to man when she took the train down to Florida to pick up her grandchildren because they were moving
Oh.
back to Pennsylvania. So she was
Mhm.
gonna go ahead and bring the grandkids up. She had on that big mask with the big filters on the side, and she still got COVID.
Wow.
Really?
Yep.
That is terrible.
Wearing one of
So
those?
yep. And
Wow.
that's when I was like, if it's gonna get you, it's gonna get you. But the
It's
kids
gonna
didn't
get
get
you.
COVID. So it had to be somewhere coming down for the train ride or going up for the train ride. She touched something, she breathed in something, even with those
Mm.
filters on it, she still got sick.
Yuck. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
terrible.
that's terrible. I would bring that mask back and get my money back.
Mm.
Those supposed to be the best.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm.
I don't know where she bought it, but they're supposed to be really very protective. Yep. I'm moving. It's Friday, and I'm like, oh, so bored. All I do is be with I love my family. Don't get me wrong, but you need some adult time. You need to,
Yes.
I miss that when you hang out with your friends. You go
Mm-hmm.
out. I don't know. You go to the movies, whatever. Have a cup of coffee. I mean, I don't go clubbing, but still, you do something fun, and every weekend I'm here stuck with the kids.
Right.
You see, here in Virginia, they're recommending people to wear masks and stuff again because the
Mm-hmm.
the COVID numbers are going up.
Yep.
Oh yeah,
When the kids have started back to school,
yeah.
COVID numbers are going back up, and it's not the
Mm-hmm.
flu; it's COVID.
Wow.
Yeah, and then there's also this cold that's going around here that a lot of people think they have COVID because it's so symptoms are so similar, but then they end up just
Mm-hmm.
having test negative for COVID. It's just a really
Mm.
nasty cold, like that cough 2 or 3 years ago, where everybody got that cough they couldn't
Y-
get rid of.
that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, the doctor said, "Oh, it's just bronchitis." I've had bronchitis before. Bronchitis don't last 6 weeks,
It does not.
7 weeks. It's like you constantly got that cough. It's
Yeah.
like you lay down and it's like just waking up, coughing, coughing, coughing. Oh, it's
Yep.
postnasal drip. No, it's not. I don't feel nothing. There's nothing draining. I'm not coughing nothing up. It was just this nasty, dry, hacking cough.
Mm-hmm.
Like people with chests were sore, like physically sore
From all the
from
coughing.
all the
Yeah.
coughing.
Yep.
Yeah, their diaphragms were sore
Uh,
from all the coughing. People
Yeah.
were
My
losing
whole
a lot
office
of
got
weight
that.
because they couldn't eat
Yep.
because they hurt to eat because of all the coughing.
Mm.
I don't know, guys. But this is why you have to eat healthy, and you have to take some kind of remedy for your digestion system. Because that's where it all starts. You want to boost up your immune system, and you want to, like drinking. So many stuff people do out there, but like apple cider vinegar them with the mother.
Mm.
There is a recipe out there that you put, I think, garlic, a little bit of garlic in it, ginger, and lemon, honey, and it's gonna taste a little nasty, a little strong because I had it
Mm-hmm.
before, but you just take a little shot of it. You just take care of your gut and make sure that you are taking, all your vitamins, and that vitamin C is crucial. Vitamin D is crucial right now. But what else could we do? We can't do nothing else. I just take one day at a time.
Yep.
I don't live for yesterday, and I don't live for tomorrow. I live for today. And while I'm living today, I take my precautions. But
Yep.
I'm sick and tired of this COVID. I'm sick and tired of that,
Mm.
of the
Mm-hmm.
way that is our new norm.
Yeah.
This is our new normal. It's not. I don't know what's gonna happen in the future, but you know, and I just want to go out there and just live my life and just take it one day at a time and
Mm-hmm.
you know, be careful. I probably don't want to be around huge crowds and stuff like that, but
Yep.
you know, enjoy your life while you have it because life is like a vapor. You have it like, you know, it's like a vapor. You take, you know, when it's cold outside and you go, and you all that air, you see your breath. That's how life is.
Yep.
That fast. It's like a vapor. It's gonna come and it's gonna go,
Mm-hmm.
and you might as well enjoy your life while you can.
Yep.
But do it carefully and just take care of your health.
Yep.
What else? What else is there? Fear and living at home every day, and that's why a lot of people, uh, they got a lot of mental problems. You know, it's just not adults; it's children too. It's just crazy.
Mm. Yep.
You gotta take it one day at a time. We're already on our second year on this with this prop. You
Yep.
know, definitely going on. We're gonna have another year of this. The
Yeah.
way things look, but I go out. You know, I go to the park, and I only won once this year, guys, because of my boot. I went one time. That time I went and did my live. I was in the park, but man, I paid for it when I came home, and I was like, I am not doing that again until I get this off.
Mm-hmm.
This kind of like destroyed my summer. But if it wasn't for the boot, I love going to the park. I love going to the beach. I love, you know,
Yep.
taking the kids to the amusement park, things like that. Even those things you got to be careful of.
Yeah, amusement parks are tricky, I think. Just large gathering places, you know.
Yeah, everybody's touching everything, and you know, little kids, they don't know how to use a tissue. You know, they'll go like
Well,
this, and then they'll
yeah.
touch everything. You
Yep.
know, but you just have to bring. I don't know. I just don't know what to think about it. It's just, I don't know, really.
Yep.
But that's right. My crochet brings me happiness. Trying to be
It's usually in October. Just go check their website and they'll have the dates, and you can go ahead and pre-purchase your tickets and everything.
Oh, she wants mama wants to know. I don't know. Look, they must have videos here up in on YouTube with the past events. I want
Oh
to
yeah.
see, look at it, check it
There's
out.
a few things on there.
Yeah, I want to buy some fine fibers one day, just to make me a nice top. I want to get I saw this website, but we'll see. They're a little pricey.
Excuse
Mm-hmm.
me.
Yeah, animal fiber, you know, natural fibers,
Yeah.
but they're nice to have.
Oh yeah, Steve. There's the Lehigh Valley Fiber Festival. That's September 24th and 25th. And I got to see what town that's in. It
I
looks
haven't been
maybe Bethlehem.
Bethlehem.
I think Bethlehem. I think. I'm gonna find the address. But I just found that here, just going through.
Oh gosh. You guys got planned for the weekend? Well, tomorrow I'm going to the thrift store. Sunday I'm not so sure. I've been trying to get my daughter to take me to church, but I haven't been in church in oh my goodness since
Hmm.
I haven't been in church since Easter.
Hmm.
Been watching it all online.
Do they have? I was going to ask you. So they're still doing online?
Oh no, the churches opened their doors months ago.
Oh,
But
okay.
you could either go to the church or you could watch it online. They still have the online service though. For those people that don't want to still go to the church yet.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, Steve. This is Macungie. Stay on the web. Oh, it's near Dorney Park. It's not that far from Dorney Park. Oh, that's even better. So it is
Oh, I know.
Allentown. Okay. It's called the Macungie Memorial Park. Never heard of.
So this
Yeah.
is
Oh, it
why
is. It might be Emmaus. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, she's
she's
sleeping.
not
She's
cold. That's why
cute.
she ain't been back up here to harass me.
I was gonna say it's been very quiet.
Very quiet.
She's so cute. She's
Little
Yeah, I
bad.
saw her. I heard her. She was this morning. She was.
Grandma, Grandma, why is your door locked? Let me in. I want my grandma. Grandpa, Grandpa, Grandma's door is locked.
Oh my
Grandpa.
god,
I'm like, oh my God.
that's hilarious.
She's knocking on my door like she the police.
That was great. My little
Go.
entertainment
You
for the
heard me. I
day.
told her, go back to your mama. I don't want to go to my mama. I
I
want
know she don't
you.
want her.
I want you.
She wants you.
Luna, go back to your grandma. I mean your grandpa. No, I
Mhm.
don't wanna. I'm like, oh man. I guess you say the first 3 years of my life, I sat on your lap and listened to your heartbeat. Woman, you fitting to hold me.
Mhm. That's right.
Yeah. You ever get a yarn that you love to touch it so much and
Mm.
just you just want to hug it and touch it and you don't want to make anything with it? You just want to just keep it there.
Your pet yarn. You got a cube with all your little pets in it.
Now, which one is that? Can you share with the
Yeah.
class?
Show us your pet yarn.
Yes.
They're rent free, but at least it don't eat and drink.
Right. Yeah, Dorney Park. Mm.
Yeah, that's
This.
another park that we want to go to.
Mhm.
We saw it passing by. We were going to Hershey Park.
Mhm.
We've never been to that one yet.
It's okay. It's all right. My husband's old company used to have their annual picnic there,
Oh yeah.
so we went a couple times, about three or four times, and that was nice, not to have to pay. Yeah, that was nice.
Oh my god! I just turned on my Google, right, and the first thing that popped up said, "When would it snow in Connecticut?" I'm like, "What?" I
No.
don't even want to even say the word snow right now.
Yeah.
It's 64 here. It's gonna go down to
Oh,
59 tonight.
let me see what's going on here.
It's gonna
59.
be 59. I'm sorry, it'll be 59 in the AM, 6 a.m.
Oh, well, actually, we're warmer, 67. That
Oh,
little that 10 degrees helps, or 8 degrees. You know what I mean? Yeah,
But
it's
have
not
you
too.
seen like all the sycamore trees have already like started dropping their leaves and turned
oh
yellow
yeah,
already?
Hmm.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I told my daughter I need to go to. There's a beautiful park here. It's called Hop Brook. It's in Naugatuck, Connecticut. And when the leaves turn, oh my god, that park looks so beautiful.
Yeah.
I think I did a little short video about it in my channel. But I we're like that's the town I used to live. So we're like 4 towns down. So I
Mm.
told her, "Oh, you need to bring me over there now when the leaf starts changing." There's no here. There's no where we live now. There's a park, but it's not like that park. It's not.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Sandrine.
What? She woke up?
I think so. You guys were partying hard the other night. You're working hard the other night. It was great.
Are you feeling better, Sandrine?
Steve said you had the Elmo voice when you were doing your granddaughter.
Um,
It's cool.
Nah, she gets a lot of stuff she's picking up from Bluey. She calls her mum now, like Australian.
Mom.
Mm-hmm. She calls
Cool.
her mum. And her name for my husband isn't Grandpa, it's Ha Ha. She's been calling him Ha Ha since she started talking.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
Ha Ha.
That's cute.
So he got a special nickname. I'm just Grandma.
Oh.
So I've been
All
trying to
right.
teach her how to say my name, and she's like, "No, your name is Grandma." I'm like, "No, my name is Juanita." No, your name is Grandma. You're Grandma. I'm Luna. Like I'm stupid.
Well.
Yeah, my grandson calls me grandma, but in Spanish. He calls me abuela.
Abuela.
He
Yeah.
never calls me it in English, always in Spanish.
Hmm.
Abuela. Because I taught him to call me Nana because, when I became a grandmother, I think I was 40, 44 or something like that. I can't remember.
Mm-hmm.
But wait, hold on. He's going to be 12. Yeah, 41, 42, something like that. And so when he started to talk, I said, I'm Nana, okay? Nana. You
Mm-hmm.
call me grandma. Okay, I'm not a grandma. Don't call me grandma right now. And then, like a couple years back, maybe 5 years ago, he came from his other grandmother's house and he started calling me abuela. I
Hmm.
said, how did you learn that name? He goes, because my other grandmother, I call her, she taught me to call her abuela. So now I'm going to call you abuela. So, yeah.
Hmm. Cool.
Yeah, I'm hoping, praying for another grandbaby. If not, well, I'm making blankets and stuff for my future grandbaby. If I get a granddaughter one day.
You're speeding. You're doing the what's that cart before the horse? As they say.
Yeah, yeah.
Hmm. Okay.
I
Well,
already
Drini,
let them
what
know.
do you
Well, I have a
normally do?
17-year-old. I'm sorry.
I was asking Drini, what do you normally do to get out of your depression?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry to hear that.
Mm-hmm.
I usually, if I start getting emotionally sad and stuff like that, I just pick up my
Yeah.
crochet hook or
The
my
best
knitting.
thing to do is either go for a walk, do some exercise.
Mm-hmm.
That's good too to help get your endorphins popping.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
She says she
you
got all
can't.
kinds of body pains.
Yeah.
I
Wow.
feel you. I hear you.
Yeah. That's tough.
She said her ear is better.
Yeah, and we had like 3, 4 days of rain here. I was hurting. I was like, oh my God, stop raining.
Mm-hmm. That rain was interesting. Yeah. You could just feel it.
Yeah, especially if you have surgery. If you
Mm-hmm.
have surgery, yeah. Or broken bones or arthritis.
Yep.
So the queen is gone, y'all. Which I think very interesting what's gonna happen in the next couple weeks.
Yeah, unless he's gonna be what's that dude over there in Russia's best friend? He ain't got nothing to do with us.
Oh, it's something he's gonna have to do with all the 10 kingdoms. We'll see what's gonna happen with him. He's thinking of Rain different than his mother. He already had plans before she died.
Mm-hmm.
He's with the rich guys. He's out there with the rich guys making a lot of plans.
Mm-hmm.
And he's talked about it. It's not a secret. He's talked about it.
Mm-hmm.
But it's all about the uh uh what is it? Climate control. Um I don't know. It's something that's going to happen in 2030. Something that they're setting up. So
2030.
just watch the video. He talks about it. But
Hmm.
all the big ballers are involved. Trying to fix this planet, in other
Trying
words.
to save this planet. Well, see, he's one of the ones that will hunt and like had like on the farming side of Britain. He's been
Mm-hmm.
like observing and listening to the people. Like when
Mm-hmm.
they go to these estates, he's one of the ones that um, there's a tree over there that's been attacked by a pest that comes from Spain or somewhere. But the
Mm-hmm.
British trees are being decimated from this pest that's killing the trees. So
Right.
they've been trying to get ahead of the pest. Like we had the bugs that were attacking the elm trees up north.
Mm-hmm.
They got a similar problem in Great Britain with some of their native species being decimated, and it's starting to cause more problems with other, like if you kill those trees and these birds don't nest there, and these butterflies and all this other stuff. It's just like a
Mm-hmm.
chain of events that's happening, destroying a lot of their native wildlife. So I
Yeah.
remember them showing on the Gardener's World where they interviewed him about some of that stuff,
Yeah.
and that they're trying to get laws passed, be like get dogs like you know how they got the sniffer dogs in Miami and places at the airports where they can smell, like they're not there for looking for drugs, or they're looking for other things coming into the country, certain bugs, certain
Mm-hmm.
like people who smuggle exotic animals in and stuff.
Mm.
So they're trying to get some of the programs in place to try to protect their ecosystems because they're being destroyed.
Right.
It's just like people don't want them to hunt the foxes, but they're not doing anything about the overpopulation of the foxes. Uh, where they're living off of trash from the dumps and stuff. They're building their burrows near these trash dumps and stuff, and they're becoming overpopulated. And then but you want to run and holler when your child gets bitten by a wild fox and
Mm-hmm.
gets rabies.
Mm-hmm.
That's another thing they're dealing with. They did a documentary on PBS about those foxes and how the foxes over there are like coyote over here, how they've
Right.
adapted to the encroachment of humans
Mm.
because a lot of their habitat is gone,
Yeah.
literally just gone. A lot of the food they used to eat, the rats,
Yeah.
the little what they call the little hedgehogs,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of their food supplies are gone. So they're knocking over trash bins. They're eating people. People who put the cats out at night all the time. They're
Yeah.
killing the cats. They're eating the cats. They're
Ooh.
trying to live.
Wow. That's a little scary.
But it'll
Yeah,
be
it's like
yeah.
here in Connecticut, and I know a
Mhm.
lot of other parts of this different states. We've been having a lot of bears coming around.
Oh my.
Yeah, people's backyards and front of the yard, and the deers are coming out even more and more and more, looking for food. Um, but we did all that. We cut down the forest and we started building stuff. And then instead of them stop, we got enough already. They don't want to stop. They just, the rich people, they just want to keep building. They just want to keep going. Look at Brazil, what Brazil's going through over there with Amazon. All those trees they killed, and they're protesting over there. They want them to stop because, what's going to happen to the animals that live there. And
And
not
that's
only the
another reason why
animals.
the planet is heating up because they've killed all those trees.
Mm.
Those trees was it's like one of the largest organisms on the world. All those roots were interconnected, and all the leaves, the canopy,
Mm-hmm.
all that help filter the water systems and stuff. And
Yeah.
then the osmosis, And so you got all these the weather systems are changing because of those giant swaths of land that have been destroyed. Like you can see it from space now.
I don't know, but I think that they got a lot of thought too that's going on. Putting all this stuff in space is not supposed to be up there. And now everybody's worrying about the climate and all this other stuff that's going on. All the satellites that are up there, all the spaceships going up there, and they have no business going up there. Right now, what they're doing, it has, the scientist people, they just shot through some, I don't know, I have it in my video, but this was just, I think, a couple months ago. There's something right now that's going around the earth. It's
Hmm.
some kind of energy, and it's going around the earth. Um, what's it name? CEON, I think it is. It was live and it was on the news. They want to figure out. They want to mess around with the black hole in space.
Mm.
In space. And why are they doing that? They're so worrying about our planet and they're worrying about climate control, but you're up there shooting stuff in some place where you're not, so you have no business doing, because
Mm.
they don't, and they say it themselves, we don't know what's out there, and we don't know. If you watch the video, they say that because they got to say these things to save their butts.
Yeah.
We don't know what's out there. We're shooting it. We're trying to figure out. We're trying to get data. They're trying to get data is what they're doing. Getting data here, getting data in the universe. And they want to open the portal to that big hole.
Oh.
And then, but they're not sure what they're going to find once they get there. That's dangerous. That's awful.
Yeah.
So, I'm like, why you guys are doing that? And then you're worrying about climate control and all the stuff here, and you're messing up with stuff up there and space. There's a reason why we're not supposed to mess with any of that stuff that God created up there. Well, they said, I'll tell you what they said. It's in the news. They said they want to actually prove somehow that, we came out of the Big Bang and it wasn't a creator. We're all coming from apes and all that stuff.
Mm.
So that's what they're saying. They actually said that on camera in the video. They want to prove. They want to see what's that big black hole.
Mm.
And that was a few months ago. I was very concerned about it. They did it live. I watched the whole thing. I was on there the whole thing. They did it live. It's not a secret. They did it live and they had it on the news. And I was nervous because they were all waiting for that energy to hit that. And I was nervous and I was like, oh, thank God that nothing happened to us.
Right.
And so they said, what's going to happen now? The reporters asked them, what's going to happen now? You did this. Now what's going to happen? Yeah. Oh, we're going to just get data. We're collecting data. And it's probably going to take us about 3 years before we have, we see what we're looking for.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
it's just confusing.
Oh, Ivy done woke up.
Hey, Ivy.
What's going on in them Pepto-Bismol streets, girl?
Yeah.
Yeah, Crystal. He's in control. Not going to let nothing happen to this earth.
Mm-hmm.
Climate control or not. God created this earth. It's not going anywhere. It's not going to go anywhere. Whatever's happening now is probably something that it's in his hands. But this earth, he created it, and he said that it's not going to happen to it. I mean, it says it in the Bible. He says nothing's going to happen to this earth, and that's why instead of them, I guess they don't believe that or whatever, so they want to do their own thing. And then nothing going to happen to this earth. I think this is all my own opinion. I don't think this, I think that this is just, I don't know. Like when Moses went to save the people from Egypt.
Hey, Ivy.
And then God did all those plagues
Mm-hmm.
to the Egyptian. And they got, that's the wrath of God. I think that all this stuff going on with climate control and everything's going on this planet is because of everything that's going on in this planet.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But they don't see it that way. They see it like, no, we're going to fix it. We're going to find out what it is. We're going to fix it. But at the end, they're going to spend billions of dollars, trillions of dollars, and they're not going to be able to fix a thing.
Yep.
We could do our part as citizens of recycling and doing all this stuff we're supposed to be doing anyways.
Mm-hmm.
Doing our part. But cutting back, but there's no man in this planet, no scientist, and no man, no president, no government, nobody It's going to be able to control whatever God decides what He wants to do. I don't know. I
Mm.
have never seen days that we're living like we're living today's. I'm very just. I'm actually didn't think I was gonna. My eyes were gonna see what's going on in this world.
Yep.
You know.
Yeah,
But I'm happy.
We're in the last days.
I'm happy we're here.
Mm.
We're seeing it. I didn't think I was gonna have this privilege.
Uh,
It's a privilege.
Yeah.
It's a privilege.
Here, Rita, I got some diamond tap for you and for Ivy.
Pink Squad.
You know, diamond tap was purple. People used to give it to the babies to make them sleepy.
Diamond Tap. I used to like it.
Oh, I remember my mom giving us a cough medicine to put us.
It was that diamond tap, that purple grape, that diamond tap. It smelled just like grapes. Them kids loved it. And the
You know
mama
why?
would
Because
give it
that's
to 'em
like
to make them sleep.
Welch's grape. There's actually
Mhm.
Welch's grape in there.
Yep,
Yeah.
and give that baby some diamond tap.
Yeah, Diamond Tap was good. I don't know. I'm like, yeah, that's not good. But
Hey, we survived.
yeah.
Y'all took naps when your mom could get the laundry done, get the dishes done, get the dinner done.
Benadryl. I heard people giving it. I'm like,
No, Benadryl.
Benadryl would knock them out.
Nah, as
You
soon
know
as they smell that Benadryl, they were like, you have to fight to get them to get Benadryl. But that diamond
No.
tap, as soon as they smell it, their
Diamond
mouths
Tap
was open.
Tap is good.
As soon as they smell that diamond tap, their mouths was open.
Hmm. Yeah.
Robitussin is not purple. Robitussin is red.
It's red. Oh,
Yeah.
nasty red.
When you could smell that, as soon as you smell that Robitussin, you was doing like,
That's awful.
you was not trying to take that stuff. And it would make you, it would burn going down.
That would hurt. Yeah, I'm with you.
Robitussin. I hate
That baby got a cough. Give her some tussin.
Oh my gosh.
That's why they used to say, give her some tussin. That baby got a cough and knock that cough right out. And that Vicks salve, rub on the chest and up on your nose.
Yep.
And then you had the Vicks, liquid Vicks that you would put in a humidifier.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And then it also had a Vicks cherry flavored cough drop. Them things tasted just like candy. Just like candy. They had to hide those because it tasted just like candy.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Wow.
So they would hide
I used to
those.
love the stick of Vicks you put in your nose, and when your nose be
You didn't put it in your nose. You had to rub it above your top lip.
Oh well, I sniffed that. You know.
Nah, you supposed to rub it above your top lip. Then they would rub it on your chest.
I rubbed it on my nose and my chest, but yeah.
Like it sounds very Coke-ish to me. Coca-Cola.
Oh my gosh. That really sounded bad.
Elaine's off.
But I always like that.
Nobody was looking at me like, what you sniffing over there?
I know. I'm like,
triangular shape.
Elaine?
The Vicks cough drops were a triangular shape, so they were cool.
Now, did you ever eat the Luden's cough drops?
Nah.
They were like candy. They were like candy. Just like sugar.
They got those throat lozenges in the 80s. What was the name? It started with a C. I can't think of the name. Dang on it. It started with a C. Those throat lozenges that they would have that they started taking. Oh God, dang on it. So I could see the lozenges. They were like these yellow lozenges. They almost looked like a butterscotch color.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Ivy said if anyone has heard of furl yarn.
They have it. That's all I've heard.
They have it. I know they have it.
Never tried it.
I know they had the hook, right?
People call throat lozenges. I haven't bought any of it. I think somebody did a video about it before. But I haven't bought any of it because when I was looking at the prices of it, I was like,
it was very high, for what it was.
No, this was a little too rich for my blood.
Yeah. Wasn't some of it acrylic? Just regular old acrylic yarn
They
that
had a
wasn't.
Vicks inhaler.
Vicks inhaler.
Oh, I
Oh,
remember seeing a guy on a commercial with it, but we never used that thing.
the
Mm.
Vicks inhaler she's talking
Yeah,
about. Yeah,
yeah.
that's the one I had.
I remember seeing that. They were like, remember they used the guy that Mr. Whipple who used to do the what was it, the bread
The
or the
toilet
donuts,
paper. The
toilet
toilet.
paper.
Charmin.
Remember
Charmin.
they had a Vicks the inhaler commercial with him doing the inhaler. I remember that.
Wow.
Mm.
You want some of that yarn, Ivy?
You have to
You're gonna
tell
have to
us.
do. You're gonna have to do a video when you get it.
Yep.
Yes,
I
but
just
people
want
call
some.
throat lozenges because they call them throat lozenges back then. They didn't call them cough drops. They were bougie. You're taking the super call because you used to have a prescription to get the super call.
Oh, the SEPA call.
Uh
That's it.
huh. You used to have a prescription for it, but then after about a
Hmm.
year, then you didn't have to have a prescription for it. That was a
Mm.
bougie cough drop. Everybody else was using the Vicks in the halls.
Yeah.
Oh, she says she hopes it's all pink.
Oh.
She must love
Um,
pink.
Well, you know what? People in hell still want water, Ivy. So you might get pink, you might not get pink.
Oh. Nice. All right.
Y'all gonna take you away.
Yeah.
The Luden cough drops.
Yeah, those were like sugar. Like there was no kind of menthol in there at all. It was just straight sugar. Yeah.
It was a placebo if there ever was one.
Mm-hmm.
Here, take one of these. The doctor give it to you. Take one of these. Cough goes away. Faker.
They used to sell them in my elementary school in the candy store. They had a little candy
Mm-hmm.
that they used to roll through, and you know, a couple pennies you'd buy this and that and the other. And they had those Luden's cough drops, and I was just like, they're selling them as candy, which I'm like,
Oh
seriously?
wow.
Anita got to cheer up Sandrine. She said she depressed bad.
Oh, hey, Sanita.
I haven't taken cough medicine in a while. It's been a couple years now.
That's good.
The last time I got, because before COVID, I didn't get sick for a few years before that. But then when COVID came, I got COVID in January of 2021.
Oh,
Yeah, I got COVID and it was bad. I mean, I had it where you couldn't talk to me because if I talk, I will lose my breath. I would have to catch my breath. My lungs were hurting. I almost went to the hospital. I was like this close to go to the hospital. I had fever for 7 days. I was in bed for 7 days, and that's when it was hard for us because nobody wanted to come to the house.
right.
So it was just me and my youngest. She got COVID too. So it was just me and my youngest, and she was like nothing. It was like she didn't even have COVID. She just suffered a headache and a sore throat. I suffer all of it. And so my daughter, what she used to do was bring us food or something, and we'll leave it at the door, and then she'll leave, and then we'll grab it. But it was hard for us because we didn't have nobody to help, because I was in bed for 7 days. Like I couldn't break that. Fever was 102, 103, 102, 103. And I had so many blankets on me, and I was cold. The heater was up high. And then I had the chills. Oh my God, those chills were awful.
Wow.
The sore throat was like if you had a blade inside your throat. And so but then my daughter calls me one day, and the 7th day, and she was like, Mom, what you been eating? I'm like, nothing. I didn't eat for 7 days because I couldn't. I drank like water, liquid, like stuff like that. And then she said, you need to get off that bed, and that's what pushed me. Like she said, you need to get off that bed. Like if you have COVID, it's not good to stay laying down in bed a lot. You need to get up and move around and shake it. I didn't know that at the time. And I was really, really sick. Like I couldn't, we were very fatigued, like weak. And it was hard for me to walk from my room to the kitchen.
Wow.
But yeah, but the symptoms, my COVID went away, and then the symptoms they stood for 3 months, except the fever.
Oh.
3 months. I my sore. Then after that, the symptoms went away. The last thing was the sore throat. Then that went away, and then after that, I still suffer to this day. If I drink something too cold, I start coughing.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Mm.
I never used to be like that, but that was because of COVID, and
Really,
that's why I said I never want it ever again.
Yeah.
really, you need to calm yourself down in them pink streets of yours. We're gonna throw some pink bubble gum out there to get you stopped in your shoes.
Well,
And it is sad that most of the bubble gum is pink.
it is.
Yes. We have to buy us some juicy fruit. It's white bubble gum.
Oh, okay.
Hi,
Hi,
Michelle.
Michelle.
How are you?
Hey, Michelle. Mhm.
Oh, I'm okay.
We're chilling.
Just chilling. I was gonna say,
Just chilling.
just chilling. Friday night, 10:06 p.m. here in Easter time.
Yep.
Mhm.
I don't even feel like 10 o'clock.
Hmm.
It
No,
feels
no,
earlier.
no clubbing tonight. No.
Who me? No, I don't club. Those
Yeah.
clubbing days are over for me.
Yeah.
I used to club
Yep.
when I was my late 20s, I think. After that, I didn't club anymore. My 30s, I didn't club. That's
Hmm.
before, you know.
Yep.
But yeah, those days, these days, you gotta be careful now when you go clubbing.
No, you no. It's like, yeah, too many people.
Too many crazy people.
Yeah.
People don't know how to have fun anymore.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Well, it's a little risky. Well, like I know a person that went on this family. They go on cruises like once a quarter, like every 3 months they go, and they got sick each time. They come back.
Really? Of
They
COVID?
didn't. No, they didn't get COVID, but they just got some kind of bug.
Okay.
Hmm.
They pick something up.
Yeah, like upset stomach or whatever.
Oh,
Food
that's
poisoning.
wow. But they keep going.
Possibility.
Yeah, they're hooked on cruises. Like it's interesting because I mean I've only been on one on in my life, and if you're a foodie, like cruises are great because
Oh
you
yes.
can try stuff that you've never had or that you won't um that you won't necessarily like make at home or whatever. And that was the best part of it for me. I was like, ooh, rye bread, ooh, like just random stuff like that. So.
I don't. I
Mhm.
have a friend. Her name's Clever. Actually, she just came back from a cruise with her mom. She's always inviting me, but ever since COVID, I'm like, no, girl, you crazy? I ain't going to one of those
Mhm.
cruises. And
Mhm.
she invited me to go with her, but I said no. She took her mom. They just came back. I forgot what they went to Mexico
Mhm.
and somewhere else that I never heard of. I don't know,
Yeah.
but I would like to go one day.
Mhm.
Kelly, Michelle wants to know what you're working on.
Oh, this is just a washcloth or whatever you call these things. This is about all I can do while I'm running my mouth. But I have a project that I'm working on now. It's a sweater, but I have to do the next step. But I'm using a tutorial on YouTube, so I have to watch it again and see what the next step is. But I just haven't been able to do it. So yeah, just a dishcloth or whatever. So just cool.
Yeah, I stopped working on mines because I need to concentrate.
Exactly. Yeah, I need the
The
next
next
step.
step I have to do, I need to concentrate because I
Hmm.
hear you. Because I think when I was doing my working on my first knitting shawl, I was on a live, and then the next day I saw that I dropped like I don't know. I kept going, but I was already 5 rows up, and
Mm-hmm.
I dropped the stitch 5 rows down. And so when your T, I guess T is called, uh,
Mm-hmm.
the shawl, it's a lot of work because you got to go back and keep
Yep.
going back.
Rip it out and yep.
Yeah, it's not like crochet. You can just pull the string.
It's not easy. Yeah.
It's not.
Same.
Oh
You
man,
gotta
and then
tink, you gotta tink back, or do what I
yeah,
did: frog back a couple of rows and then pick up the
Mm-hmm.
stitches.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So I have to remind myself now to put a. Somebody said it first, like a safety net
A
when you're
lifeline,
knitting.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
and you
yes.
can use dental floss because it's cheap and there's a lot of it on the road
Mm.
Okay,
in the
that's a good tip.
lifelines.
Mm. All right,
Good.
Wanda. That is such a good idea. Oh my gosh. I've never heard that. Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna try that
Mm-hmm.
because I have to finish this shawl, and I think that's what I'm gonna do because I already teed it once because of
Mm-hmm.
I dropped one stitch and then the other one I don't know what happened. It didn't I don't know what I did, but it was in a drop stitch and I just didn't like how it looked and I was like, you know what? I'm not
Mm-hmm.
gonna wear this like this. I know myself. I'm gonna redo it. And I did it. I redid it.
Mm.
Because knitting's a lot of work and you don't want your stuff falling apart.
Yep.
Yeah. So I can't wait till tomorrow. I'm excited for tomorrow. That's only the exciting thing I've done like in 2 weeks is to
Yep.
go to a thrift store. Isn't that sad? Go to a thrift store. Yeah, I'm excited for tomorrow.
Hey, at least you have some plans.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
gotta
I'm
go
not
to the
doing
grocery
much.
store too.
Yeah, I should probably do that.
Mm. I went today, but my daughter didn't want to take me to the other grocery store. She was like, "I got things to do, so I have to finish
Mm.
tomorrow in a different store." Because where I went today was a little pricey,
Mm.
but I noticed the shelves today too, and we went to Family Dollar, and Family Dollar could be very pricey for food.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So like I the kids, we got them some junk food for the weekend and stuff like that, and then some other food that I had to buy. I spent $40 in that store.
Oh, wow.
hmm I said, forget it. I'm gonna wait to go to the other stores
Like a
cheaper.
real store. Yeah, like a real
Real
supermarket.
supermarket, yeah. But I like to
Mm.
go in the mornings because I don't like to go when there's a lot of people.
Yeah.
I haven't shopped in Walmart in wow, almost 2 months now. I haven't done grocery shopping at Walmart. I've been going to the other supermarkets here, like
Mm-hmm.
Stop and Shop, ShopRite. Uh,
Yeah.
and I found out that the other store I went to, they had better prices in meats, and they had a lot of way more food than Walmart. My super Walmart,
Mm.
anyways.
Mm.
You know, their shelves are they're okay,
Yeah.
but the meat department is really
Yeah, I'm not a fan of their meat.
yeah.
Um and even some of their veggies and things, look like they've been through it, like they've seen better days.
Yeah, you really gotta check them.
Mhm. Yep.
But
Well, you
when
got
I
it,
saw that
man.
ground beef for $20, ground beef, I was like, at first I thought that was everywhere, but then when I went to the other grocery stores, it's not as expensive as Walmart.
Mm-mm. Yeah, it just has to come from further, and that's probably not a good thing, in terms of price, because they have to truck everything. You know what I mean? From distances. So, yeah. So
I
what's
think
next for you, Juanita, with your channel? I've seen you've been um, spinning up a storm.
Well, the spinning is I've always spun. I mean, I
Yeah.
got tons of videos. I just really wasn't like part
Well,
of a
live.
community
Yeah.
that much. I was a lurker. I
Yep.
would lurk around, but I wasn't interacting with anyone until I met Sandrine and Sunita, and then I was like, oh, these chicks is pretty cool.
Yeah.
If I could start interacting with people again. Because I
Good.
would just use StreamYard just to do, like, my update videos on what I've been working on.
Mm-hmm.
It was easy just to go live on StreamYard, do the video, and boom, I'm done.
Mm-hmm.
And because I don't edit. Like, I've only
Mm-hmm.
edited one video in the last since 2006, pretty much.
Okay.
And that was because I didn't realize I had cussed when that car was coming straight at me until Sandrine told me, and then I went back and listened, and sure enough, I cussed. So it
Oh,
was like, okay, so I just edited that part out,
yeah.
and that was it.
Yeah,
And
editing is a pain. I'm editing a video right now, and it's taking like, and I just add music to the video. I didn't have to edit anything in the video, like
That's
anything out.
great.
It's
Mm-hmm.
just the music that I added to the video, and it's just taking forever. And guess how long is the video?
5 minutes.
1 minute. It's a
1 minute.
minute. It's a
Oh,
fast video, and it's still like running. And I'm like, I'm never. You know what? I think this is gonna be my last one with editing this way. When
mm,
I do through TikTok, it's faster.
okay.
TikTok, I could do it there. I have a TikTok account. I could do it there, and then I
Mhm.
could upload it on YouTube.
Mm,
It's faster, and their editing is just awesome.
much easier. Wow.
Hmm.
Yep.
so
Cool.
Nana Michelle is back from doing grandma and mommy stuff. Well,
Mm-hmm.
mommy stuff probably. Was it mommy stuff or grandma stuff?
I cooked earlier today. I was done cooking by 4.
Mm-hmm.
I was done cooking by 4 because my daughter was gets out at 3:30, and I was like thinking I was going straight to the thrift store. But the thing is, lucky I checked on Google it. I checked the time. I was like, oh man, it's closed.
Yeah.
So I went to the post office instead because the post
Mm.
office here on Saturdays are awful and it's too busy. And
Yeah.
this post office, I don't know what they're doing, but they better start getting my stuff straight. I got a P.O. box, and my daughter went to check about 2 weeks ago. There was a yellow note. It says that it was too much to put in the P.O. box. Go to the
Okay.
front desk and get your mail or whatever, your
Mm-hmm.
package. So she did that, and then when she did that, they couldn't find the package, but then they found it. It took like
Ooh.
forever. So then when I went this time, 2 weeks later, there's a yellow note there, and I brought it to the girl, and I said, I think I have mail back here or a package.
Mm-hmm.
And then she said, okay. She went to check. She goes, there's nothing there.
Mm.
So I'm like, are you sure? She goes, I said, why is this note in my P.O. box? She
Mm-hmm.
goes, I don't know. There's nothing there. So I'm like, okay. So I go today, and the guy ahead of me, she's giving him this package, and he's saying to her, no, that's not mine. It's the second time I'm telling y'all that's not my package. It's the
Oh.
wrong person. She goes, this is not for you, and this is not yours. He said no. So she had to write on there or something. So that makes me think, you guys are messing up with our packages and our
Mm.
mail. You
Probably
know,
your package that they've been trying to give to him. So can you imagine if they have already given your package out to somebody else?
Yeah.
exactly. That's what I told my daughter. So
Yeah.
that's why I'm going to tell everybody. If anybody's going to send me a package, I'm going to let them know. Just give me the tracking number. You know what I mean? So I could track it and go
Mm-hmm.
there when it gets there. You know,
Yep.
but still, you pay for a PO box. They're not cheap. Do you think that they should get your mail and everything right? You know,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, that's what happened.
Yeah.
And I don't think I want to deal with that. I don't know. I just hope that because I have stuff coming in, and I told my daughter, as soon as this comes in, we need to go get it because I don't know what
Mm-hmm.
these people are. They got 2 new girls too in the front.
Right. Yeah, and that's a lot of the places. Like they're a lot of the people have quit or they're hiring all these new people,
Yeah.
and it takes them a while
Or
to get
forced
used
into
to the job.
retirement.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So.
And the thing with them is, which I'm gonna ask them, why is that? The thing with them is that if you get a package and you don't get it within the 2 weeks, they send it back to the sender.
Mm-hmm.
But it's
Yeah.
sometimes it's their fault you didn't get the package. So why would you send it back when you know you made mistakes?
Right. Right.
Mhm.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Oh
I don't know.
wow,
We're
they
gonna
just
see how
sent it
this
to the
goes.
wrong mailbox. You need to
Yeah.
restart their time, but it sounds like too much like right.
I know, and it's paid off until like next February. The
Wow.
PO box is paid until next February, but
Oh,
we'll
okay. Wow.
and then we had to get it because the mailman here was putting our mail in somebody else's box that lived
Mm.
here. And then I had ordered something from Amazon and it went to somebody else's address when it clearly says first floor. And he brought it upstairs to the second floor.
Oh.
And lucky that I noticed that because they they took a picture and sent it to and texted it to me. And said, I said, hey, this looks like my I was waiting for this bag. That doesn't look like our hallway where we live or the back of
Mm-hmm.
the porch.
Mm-hmm.
And so we were out. We weren't even at the house. And then when we got home, I told my daughter this. I bet you it's in the second floor. She goes, well, you better hope it's not in somebody else's house.
Right.
So we went. We drove up, and when we parked up the driveway, we could see it upstairs on her porch. But
Mm.
she didn't get home yet, and I was like, oh my gosh, how it says first floor, leave at the back porch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So we're getting, that kind of stuff going around. And that's why with the holidays coming, people take advantage and start stealing packages.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so we're we decided to get the PO box.
Hmm.
So I hope they get it straight at the post office.
Yeah. It's cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
I never watch a video. I have only listened to the song. The video doesn't match. But it's still the music and lyrics. Oh, they're talking about some music video.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
So what are the people who are in the chat working on at home? What are y'all working on?
Put my leg up.
Let me see.
So quiet here.
Yeah, I know. I was waiting to see if anybody was typing.
Yeah.
Well, no, I meant in my house. It's quiet.
Oh, at your house.
Yeah, here too. But I'm in my house. I just
That's
did
funny.
a video. I don't know. Do you see anything? I don't think anybody wrote
Mm-mm.
anything.
No, no one's typing.
Uh, well, I'll say what I'm working on then, just to. But I'm just working on some scarves, some ear mugs. And Steve says,
Oh, there he goes.
Finished
Yep.
with the parties. I'm working on amigurumi.
Okay.
Ah.
So what are you making? What
that
kind
sounds
of
good.
little animal are you making? Or person?
Yeah, I haven't finished mine yet.
Mm.
I gotta finish that one and give it. That's supposed to be a birthday gift. It's very late. You know
I,
why? Because I don't have the polyfill here.
oh.
I have a big bag, but it's not here. I have to go get it.
Oh, okay. Oh, Margie's working on her live. That's exciting. It's gonna be a party.
Yeah, she's the
Maybe a
one that
tiger.
retired, right?
Yeah.
Recently.
So we're gonna be over there,
Yeah.
whatever that is. And it's cool. Oh, a tiger. Nice.
Well, that's gonna be nice.
Mm-hmm.
I got my I don't know if you guys get catalogs from Mary Maxim.
Oh yeah.
You saw the new one? The one they just sent recently. They have some. Oh yes, I got
Mm-hmm.
the same one. They got some cute stuff on there for uh for the holidays.
Mm-hmm.
The amagurumis.
Yep.
Hmm.
They're
Snow
very
makeup
cute.
and ears and yeah.
I love their mellow spun, the Mary Maxim mellow spun yarn. It is
Mm-hmm.
so nice.
Yes, I got some of that in my first mystery box, the one they sell for 29.99.
Hmm.
I got some of that. They sent me
Oh
a
wow.
green. Yeah, it's very soft.
Mm-hmm.
They sent me four of those, so I
Oh,
always use
nice.
it. Very soft. And I would, I think this was like my first Mary Maxim box was about 2 years back, and because I was watching unboxing videos, and a lot of people were getting them too. So when I saw it, I was like, oh, they always give somebody some of these. They always give these out with these boxes.
It's cool.
But I saw some new ones. It's Mary Maxim's mystery box. I've been watching some new videos. They're giving out some big yarns, 1 pounders.
Oh, cool.
This lady got a few 1 pounders, the same color too. I think she got like four brown ones.
Cool.
Um, so it's very different from what I saw than what I was getting 2 years back,
Wow.
which I was happy with what I got. But they always
Mm-hmm.
give you some good yarn though for that for 29.99. It's a
Hmm.
good bargain.
I'll have to try that.
Yeah, Kelly, and the trick is, let's say you doing window shopping at their website, so
Always.
you put you put sign in their cart. You put sign in the cart, right?
Mm.
But and then just wait a few days. They're gonna email you and they're gonna say, "Hey, I saw that you were looking around, and would you like a free shipping?" They'll send you
Mm.
a coupon code
Oh,
for shipping if you keep it on. If you keep it
okay.
in the cart too long.
Hmm.
That's what happened to me. I left it
Okay.
there, and they sent me an email with asking me if I would like
Oh,
the free shipping,
it's cool.
especially if you're new to the website.
Mm.
You know.
I mean, I'm not exactly new, but I don't buy that often. I bought a bunch
Sometimes
of
they'll think
patterns. Yeah.
maybe it's the shipping the reason why they're not purchasing it. So let's give them
Mm-hmm.
free shipping because
Mm-hmm.
they'll make money that way. It might not
Mm-hmm.
be as much money, but they'll still make money.
Yeah, they just
That's
cut
true.
out the shipping. And keep an eye out because um, once in a while, and I'm noticing is once every 2 to 3 months,
Mm.
they have the $4.99 flat rate shipping.
Oh yeah, I like that. Mm-hmm.
Yes, no matter how big your order is, it's $4.99.
Well,
Yeah. And people love Mary Maxim unboxing videos because
mm-hmm.
that's one of my biggest videos here in this channel, in my channel. It's the Mary Maxim unboxing, my first unboxing of their mystery box, uh, 2 years back, about 2 years back.
Cool. Like I said, I've been trying really hard to restrain.
I know it's hard. It's like
Yeah.
when I went to that thrift store and I saw all that yarn. I said I wasn't. I said okay, I'm just gonna buy a few. And then the lady told me it was $1. Girl, I went back.
Mm.
But $20 wasn't bad. But then I regretted not taking the other very vintage yarn.
Mm-hmm.
That they had. I said, oh my gosh, I should have gotten that yarn. This is very vintage from Mary Maxim and some other company. But there'll be other days. But it's hard to say no. But see, with me, I use my yarn. I
Yeah.
do use it. Like,
Yep.
like I already have plans
Hmm.
with the with some at least some of the yarns that I got on a Happy Mail. I
Yeah.
already have plans. I already made a few garments with with the yarn,
Oh, okay.
and then the cotton yarns I bought. I already had plans for those. I already made the placemats
Hmm.
sets. I do use it. It's just probably gonna take me some time to use the rest, but
Yeah. That's cool.
there's always somebody that needs a blanket, a hat, a
Yep.
scarf.
Yep.
You know. And
Yeah, I'm
for a
trying to get
dollar,
into some donating, if I can.
oh, okay. That's
Yeah.
what I would like to do for the winter now with the
Hmm.
hats, scarves.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's to get it for a dollar. That's awesome. You could donate even more
Yes, true.
because you only spend a dollar on each yarn, so
Yeah.
you could bless more people. You know?
One skein of that just yarn from the dollar store, I can make one divine hat from that one skein and not have that much left over.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Not bad.
And if you get 20 of them, you buy 20 of them, make 20 hats. There you go, 20 hats for
Yeah.
your family, or if you want to donate them to the homeless or one of those
Hmm.
shelters. You know,
Yep.
getting your channel, but I have you now. Gave you a thumbs up. Hi,
Hi, Sheila.
Celia.
That's cool. But yeah, that's not bad for a dollar.
Yeah, and I
Any,
got
any of them.
yeah, and they were on all name brands. They were mostly Lion brands.
Hmm.
Um, and a few of them were, the cake yarn, cupcake yarn,
Yeah. And
and
those were not cheap.
no, because I had bought them in the past, and but when I bought them, I got them like sometimes Lion Brand. I don't know if they do it anymore, but sometimes I keep my eye open when they do that 40% off.
Hmm.
Now
And
because
not as often, but here and there they
right,
do.
at least a couple times a
Hmm.
year,
Hmm.
and that's when you rack up. That's what I did. My first Lion Brand order, they had a 40% off, and that's when I took advantage. But
Hmm.
yeah, they had that wool east yarn. Yeah, quite a few.
Yeah, they had a 3 for 10 the other day. It's over now, but it was some of the not larger skeins, but like 3 for 10. You could buy like I want to say it was the oh my goodness, it was like the recycled yarn they had. They had some of the cotton was 3 for 10, which I guess it's okay. I mean, not great, but it's like okay. Yeah,
Yeah, I would say save your money when Black Friday is coming around the corner.
it's coming.
They're gonna
Hmm.
have a lot of sales if for yarns,
That's true.
for everything. But if you want to buy yarn and you want to save money, just save your money for that day.
Hmm.
And also Joann's, I've been a big fan of it ever since I saw a YouTuber do a video about it. Um, right after Christmas, Joanne has it's called Yarnormous yarn sale,
Um,
up to 60% off. Um, those are good. Those are really good. And that is from
mhm.
December 26th, I believe, to like the end of the first week of January.
Yep.
Unless they decide to keep it longer, because this past year they had it, I think, until the 13th of January, something like that.
Hmm.
And I had bought some too. So that's a good time to, Joann's, they be having that sale.
Hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, I got the big twist for, well, before COVID, when Joanne had those sales, the big twist was $1.25.
Yeah, I
But
remember that. That was nice.
yeah, that was awesome. But
Yeah.
then COVID came and they put up the price. That price
Hmm.
went from $1.25 on sale to $1.99, something like that,
Hmm.
for their yarn ornaments event.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's cool. But like I said, you can always buy yarn. Sadly,
I know. I
you know what I
can.
mean. I'm like,
You're always tempted.
it's crazy, and they always have sales. That's they get you.
Yeah, they get you. The
So,
only reason my daughter's taking me tomorrow is because she know I could get it for $1. But other than that, she will not be down with it.
mm,
Doesn't like when I buy yarn. When I buy
yeah,
too much, you know. And
yeah,
it's not like she sees me not doing nothing with it. She sees
right.
me. There's always a hook in my hand, or the knitting needles now, and or the hook. You know,
Hmm.
I'm always doing something.
Yeah,
So
it's funny that I hear that story from a lot of people. You know, there's somebody who's like a blocker at home.
I tell you, she only bought me one yarn, one skein of yarn of all these years that I've been a crocheter. One,
Just one.
just one. Well, no, 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 two. I'm sorry. Recently, this one that she found at a thrift store.
So
But
that's
you
two.
remember, so yeah, so when Michaels had the anniversary cakes when they first came out, those big ones.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there was a 20% off, and she was with me at Michael's, and I showed it to her. I was like, "Oh man, this is so expensive. I can't get it." And she got it for me.
Oh wow,
She used the 20% off.
that's
And
good.
I said thank you because I would never be able to get it. I mean,
Yeah.
paying that much for it. So she got it for 19.99. And then
Mhm.
recently they were getting rid of them, and I was able to find one for $10.
Yeah, that's actually pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah, but there were other colors I wanted that I didn't see anymore.
Mm-mm. No, they're gone. Yeah.
Yeah, and now people are trying to sell them for more on eBay, and
Well, good luck with that because those things are a monster.
no, they could keep it.
Yeah, I mean,
Good night, Sunita.
Oh, good night.
bye, honey.
Off to bed. Week early to take Alex into his game.
Oh, that's nice.
I'll be up till late today. It's Friday. And you know why? Because Monday through Thursday, this house is quiet at 9 p.m.
Mm,
Everybody goes to bed. So when
mm,
Friday comes and Saturday, I'm up. I am up
mm.
later. I don't go to bed when they go to bed, but I can make noise. I
Mm.
can do
Oh,
whatever.
right.
Yeah, so
Mm-hmm.
no. Everybody gets up early in the morning here.
Yep.
The blanket is finished, Sheila. It's behind me. So the blanket is finished.
I know it's beautiful.
Wait, let me go the other way.
The other way. I
Yeah.
go
Another way.
go that way.
Yep.
You put a lot of work into that one.
Yeah, that's
That
pretty.
blanket.
Not really. It was just two. It's just a simple granny stitch and chain threes. So it's very very easy. Not
Oh,
complicated. It looks complicated, but it's not.
Pretty.
yeah.
Yeah.
It looks like you worked really hard at it, but you really didn't. But it
Mhm.
looks like it did because of the texture of it.
Mm-hmm.
It's beautiful. I don't think I ever saw one like that.
The pattern that the lady shows people, she just uses two colors.
Mm.
She just uses two colors for the whole blanket. Whereas the lady that I was making it for, her daughter told me that she likes those colors. So I was like, well, there's got to be a way for me to
Mm-hmm.
incorporate them. And so I had some Bravo yarn that I had gotten, I think like in January or February to try. And I was like, oh, it's the exact same colors that she needs. So I just put all the Bravo yarn into that blanket. So now I have no more Bravo yarn, and I got a blanket out of it for her anyway. So now I'm gonna use that stitch and add it to my little test blanket where I be trying different stitches on it.
Mm-hmm. It's pretty.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I want to make my sisters. It's a blanket for Christmas, but I could say it here because I don't. She
Mm-hmm.
she barely watches my channel, but she's not into the crochet world, whatever, yarny
Mm-hmm.
words, I could say it. But what I want to make her is she loves sunflowers. So what I want to make her is one huge sunflower blanket.
Mm.
And then she lives in Florida, so I want to make her the what you call those things that spin everybody was making them and you put them
Oh,
outside.
wind spinner.
Yeah, and everybody was crocheting them.
Yeah, those
So
are great.
I want to make her one of a sunflower, like the sunflower in the bottom.
Oh, that'll be cute.
Yeah. And then if I have time, a matching pillow. But if not, she's gonna have to wait for that pillow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm.
I never made a blanket like that, so it's gonna take some time, some work. And that's my next reason of finding my next excuse of buying yarn is because I don't have the colors. But I'm hoping I'll find it. I hope I find it at the thrift store tomorrow because I have brown. I need the yellow and white. Yeah, I have brown. I need the yellow and white.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that how it always works out? Is that you need a color that you don't normally keep in your stash?
Mm-hmm. It's like
Yeah,
Murphy's Law for me.
yeah. White goes fast. I use white fast, so that's why I'm always out of it. But I'm gonna see the thrift store has it. They have it. I found a brown one in the thrift store.
Mm.
So hopefully I'll get the yellow. If not, I will have to order it soon because I gotta start on that blanket.
Yep.
I can't wait for the thrift store to have it. I gotta really order it. But I heard Joann's having sales, so I don't know. I'm gonna wait till tomorrow and see what I could find.
Yeah. This is my exciting washcloth. That's what I'm working on.
Yeah, I've been
It's
working
cotton.
on. Ooh, my thing almost went down.
Cone.
I've been working on my first fall top. So I only made the 2 panels, but I need to sew them.
Mm-hmm.
Make the bottom part, sew the other bottom part like with the elastic, and then so this is one right here. One. My neck, see, it goes like this. And I made 2 of those. I think I did this in 2 days, on and off. And then this one. This is that yarn I couldn't figure out what to do with it. But what to do with the yarn. But I did love the yarn. I just don't know what to do with it because it was so busy. And I never
What is it? What kind of yarn?
This one.
Oh yeah, got it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but it's so nice to touch and and squeeze. Very nice. So it's 80% acrylic, 20% wool.
So a little bit of wool in there. Oh.
Yeah, so there's a little bit of wool in here, which is awesome to keep me warm. That one's for me. That top's for me. But let me see. I don't know if I had the other. Oh, here it goes. So it's this yarn.
Encore. Oh, Plymouth. Nice.
Plymouth yarn. Yeah, that's like my favorite workhorse yarn.
Yeah,
that's really nice.
Yes.
It's that yarn.
Is that the 75-25? Or is that the 80-20?
Yeah, 75-25.
Yeah, that's perfect because it's super wash.
Yeah.
So you can throw it in the washing machine.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, it says machine wash gentle, cycle, tumble dry, low, made in Turkey. But it's so lovely. That's a pastel color. It's called very bright pastels. But it's just so like fun to work with too.
Pretty
really nice to work with.
I've never had any problems with that Plymouth Encore. No splitting, knitting, or crocheting. It's always just churn out a nice project. It's just it's a wonderful yarn to work with. I'm surprised it's not more popular than it is.
Now, is that company still open for business?
Plymouth, yeah, it should be. Jimmy Bean Wools usually carries their stuff.
Oh, okay. I would like to get more. I have it too in a baby. It's like a pink color. I got 4 of that one. I need more of that because I would like to make a baby blanket out of that. But I only have 4. That's 800 yards.
Oh yeah.
So I need more than that for a baby blanket.
So that's what we would use.
Something else to it.
When we would do the quilt that we would do the quilt for breast cancer awareness, and then they would auction the quilts off at this event locally. We would always use everybody would use the Plymouth yarn from the local yarn stores to make the squares for the breast cancer, and then the store owners, the shop owners, or some of their minions, they would be the ones that sewed it into the actual blanket to be auctioned.
Oh,
Hmm,
awesome.
nice.
So everybody's using the same yarn, and you're trying to do it the same, so many rounds. Everybody got the same pattern. There's a good chance that everybody's squares are gonna be very similar in size.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I saw something like that too when people got together. Is when the war started in Ukraine, and everybody was escaping their country and coming, into different other countries, escaping the war. They left with just backpacks, they left everything behind their whole life. So there was a yarn community. I'm trying to see if I remember the name. I saw it here on YouTube. Um, there's, I guess where one of the girls lived, there was a yarn store there, and there was a group there that would meet every week, and they would bring what they worked at home, and there was a bunch of squares,
Mm-hmm.
and they would come and bring it to the yarn store, and then all these ladies will go be together stitching it up, and so they were making blankets for these people, for the Ukrainians. Yep. I thought that was awesome.
Yeah, that yarn store by my house sells that Plymouth.
Oh yeah, you should try it out.
Oh, I love that. I just don't need to be buying yarn.
Let me stop being a
So I
neighbor.
unload some other, you know what I mean? I gotta.
I know, but then they keep making these beautiful new
I know.
yarns. Like Michael got new yarn, which I got one of Michael's new yarns.
Mm.
Um,
I
from
didn't
loops and
like the
threads.
yarn. I touched it, I felt it up. I looked at the colors, and I was like, man, they could have did better.
Oh.
Hold on,
Yeah.
I'll be back. I'll show you mine to see if it's the same one you're talking about. I'll be right back.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, I saw your haul, Juanita.
Yeah,
Well, you were looking for clearance, but yeah, it wasn't real exciting.
and the stuff I got was stuff that I don't like having my. I like looking at my stash, and I'm like, you know what? I don't have those many blues. I don't have any greens. Like in my acrylic stash, I don't have. I need some white.
Yep.
I need some red. So I just picked up a skein of each. I don't be going to get no buggy full of yarn, because I wait until either I'm gonna make something for donations for Edmark, or somebody says, hey, I want to order this, that, or the other.
Right.
And usually it's a color that's not in my stash.
Right.
I haven't seen anybody saying, can you make my husband a brown hat?
Did you see this one? This is one of Michael's new ones.
Is
But
that?
see, that they had something similar to that last year with the red heart. What is it called?
Is that acrylic? Or what is that?
It is, oh my gosh, super, super soft. It is, oh my gosh, hold on. Let me find it. 207.
This is the ombre yellow from Red Heart, and it's made in Turkey. It's very soft.
Yep.
So Red Heart, those same colors that Michael is putting out, the colors are very similar to the Red Heart that was out last year. So it's like, I've seen
something new.
Yeah.
Although I do like that yellow. I have that.
If you look at the yarn, what they're doing is the same Turkish company is making all that yarn. The same company that makes the ice yarns. The Americans use them for the Turkish-made yarns. They used to make the Red Heart used to be based out of somewhere in Atlanta, Georgia. But for the soft yarn, they don't make it. They bring it in, and then they put the labels on it once it gets here.
Yeah.
So that company, like you've seen how the Red Heart Unforgettable, and the next thing you know, Lion brand had yarn that was just like the Red Heart Unforgettable, same colorways and everything. And then you see it coming in from Hobie and other places. All of it's made in Turkey at that same big factory.
The same plant, right?
Yeah, this looks like unforgettable. This looks like unforgettable one.
So that's
It's only two
that's
and a
a
half.
Roving
roving
yarn
yarn.
is
Yeah,
a roving yarn,
it's a roving yarn, but it's the same colorway as the plaid yarn.
but
So
it's
that's why
so
I'm like,
soft. It's
and I
very
spin
soft.
and I apply my yarn and I spin. I hate roving yarn. I can't stand it because I want to apply it. So I end up applying it. If I get
Oh,
enough of it, I'll apply
Ah,
it and then I'll knit with it. Because
interesting.
roving yarn, people complain about the pilling
Yeah.
on the projects and stuff. It's because it's a roving yarn. The,
Hmm.
the less plies you have, the weaker the yarn is.
Right.
That's why I prefer plied yarn because it's stronger than
Hmm.
the
okay.
single.
Yeah.
And it's acrylic, so it's not felt into itself like a spun single, a wool single would do, or a single that had wool content. Is
Hmm.
it gets washed with hot water and then cold to kind of shock it, so it kind of felts itself to it,
Hmm.
so it's not gonna just fall apart and peel up real bad.
Okay.
So that's one
Well,
thing
see.
to think about. If you're gonna get a roving yarn, get a wool or a roving yarn that has wool content in it.
Okay. Well, that's a good tip. Yeah, this was a gift from somebody. They bought me this yarn because I love blue. But she got me four. I'm gonna make something out of it and see what happens.
Hmm.
It says like a weight number four, but it's like a number three.
Hmm.
The weight is not a number four to me, but it's like the unforgettable. It's like the scarfy yarn. Let me
Yeah,
see.
yeah.
Yeah.
You're gonna have some thick, thin spots in it, probably. You could chain ply and crochet that as you go. It's
Oh,
just like
okay.
you're gonna crochet it. You would take it. Have something with me. Like this one is a roving yarn. I've had this in my
Hmm.
stash for shoot. This was from the knitting corner, probably 10 years or longer. Probably since I moved here from in 2003. I wouldn't doubt it.
Oh wow.
But because it's a roving yarn, I'll probably end up applying the rest of it on my wheel. But what you can do is it's called apply as you go. You just make a loop, just like if you're gonna start a chain for your slip knot. So you make a loop in it for your slip knot, and you're hand crocheting. You decide how big you want your loops to be, and you're hand crocheting, and you're making a 3-ply yarn out of your loops.
Oh, okay.
And you try to be consistent with how much yarn you pull through each time. So now that's a 3-ply yarn now from a
Oh,
woven
okay.
yarn. So now you have a 3-ply yarn, and then
Hmm.
you make it down for several feet. Just make your yarn. Okay, and then you take your loop, your last loop, and you can put it around your ball so it doesn't go anywhere. Okay, so now you just pull it, and so now you have your yarn. Then you just get your hook and start your project. You just made a 3-ply yarn. Most people knit. You can knit like this as well.
Yeah, I was thinking of knitting with that yarn.
And so you can make your yarn and you can knit with it or crochet it. But now you have a 3-ply yarn that you can knit or crochet with from those roving yarns. And look how it's it ain't
Uh,
going nowhere. Very
Juanita,
strong.
Nice.
Juanita, can you solo yourself? Because we're
Huh?
having trouble seeing your hands. Can you put yourself in
Oh,
solo mode? Yep,
let's see.
please.
There we go.
Hmm.
So now you just made a 3-ply yarn and you can knit with it,
Okay.
crochet with it. It's very strong. It's not like this where you can take it and pull it apart and break it.
Okay, so can you now that you're solo, can I ask you if you don't mind to show me again how you crocheted with your hands,
Okay,
your fingers?
let's take it apart.
Hold on. Oh, somebody else says start all over, please.
Start all over. Okay.
Mhm.
And y'all know how it's fuzzy, so if crochet, when you try to pull it apart, it wants to stick to itself. I'll just break that piece off. It don't bother me now. All right, so you're going to take your single and you're going to do a slip knot, just like when you're starting your slip knot for anything, whether it's knitting or crochet. So
Okay.
you do your slip knot, okay? And then you're going to take the part that's attached to your ball of yarn, not the tail. Make sure you don't use the tail. And you're going to take and pull it through the loop that you made, your slip knot. Then you're going to go up and you're going to pull it through the next loop. And then you're going
Oh,
to pull it through
okay.
the next loop,
Okay.
okay? And you want to try to be consistent with how big you want your loops to be,
Mhm.
okay? I got to pull some more yarn out. Hold on. So you want to try to be consistent with your loop size. I mean, they're not going to be perfect because, you know, it's not like I got tension on it like when I'm doing my,
Mhm.
on my wheel.
Okay.
But you make it several feet long so you can work for a while, you know.
Right.
And then you can take this end loop and you can put it on something like you could if you got a cup with ice water, a heavy cup like these cups like this or something, just put your loop over it and your loop won't go anywhere. Or you can put it rest it on the
Mhm.
ball of yarn. You can slip it over there.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. Then what you want to do is you just want to pull your yarn, to tension it out, make sure everything's nice and even.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay.
Now that yarn went from being a weak single to being a very, very strong
I
plied
see.
yarn. And so now that it's plied, it's stronger, and you don't have to worry about it pilling as bad either. Because these yarn, as you crochet it, you're gonna put a little bit of twist into it, and then when you finish your project, it'll kind of lock some of those loose fibers into place. Those
Mhm.
fibers will get twisted around each other, and you won't have as much pilling.
Oh, I learned something today. Thank you.
Yep. Absolutely.
So that all y'all get that. And then like I showed you, it's easy to crochet with that. It's very easy to crochet or knit with it. Probably easier to knit with it than crochet. But that's another option you can have if you have some
Mhm.
fine singles. Because to me that's what they are. They're singles. Y'all call it roving yarn. It's just a single. To me, as a spinner, it's a single. And it's very easy. Your hook's not getting hung up. It's not splitty.
Mhm.
And then you get a nice plied yarn that you
Yeah, it
can
looks
use.
really nice. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna definitely try that.
So that's what the yarn looks like from doing it. So people will
Mhm.
probably actually think that you bought the yarn like that, you know. But what I'm gonna do is after I make this shawl that I started, whatever is left, I'm just gonna take it and ply it on my spinning wheel. And when you ply with 3-ply, your colors pretty much stay together when you ply with a 3-ply from a single. Your colors together. You only have like a little bit of barber polling where one of the other colors touches the other colors because
Mhm.
these are some pretty long repeats of the color on this
Yeah.
yarn.
Yeah.
But if it's like a very more of a variegated single, then your colors are gonna be like what we call barber polling, where you
Hmm.
have different colors wrapping around each other, like you see the red and the white on the barber pole.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna have to definitely
Well,
try that out when I start using it.
mhm.
It's a little time consuming, but the end product is what you're looking for. You're looking
Yeah.
for that colorway that you use, but you want to use you want a stronger yarn. You don't want it peeling real bad. You don't want it falling apart.
Right.
Because you saw how easy it is to break this stuff when it's in the
Yes,
Mhm.
I saw.
yeah.
Terrible.
And that will make you, how will you feel when some kid grab, like, you know, grandkid or a kid or someone, you just worked all that time making them something with that, and they snatched the thing and it tore like that in the middle of the project. So now you got to figure out how to repair it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they could be tough. The kids could be tough with
Yep.
it.
Hey, Angie. Hey, Joy again.
And but yeah, it's really fun when you do that and you're knitting something. It's just
Mm-hmm.
it just you get tickled when you see the project coming to life.
That's cool.
Yeah, when I did my when I was knitting my first shawl, that's what happened. Like as it was growing, I was getting more excited,
Mhm.
and then I that's what I worked on for 5 days. That's what I worked on for 5 days, and then I got it done, and I was hooked.
Mhm.
Yeah, I
I
loved it.
still prefer crochet to knitting because I can't knit as fast as I crochet. I wish I could.
Mm.
Yeah, I'm faster in crocheting. Knitting, and just I guess I'm okay for a beginner,
Oh,
but
okay.
I'm not fast. But I kind of learned a few of the stitches kind of quick. You know what I mean? Like the yarn over,
Okay.
the language of it. That's what I'm learning. I'm trying to learn. Today, the other day, you guys told me what SM meant. Slip marker.
Yeah, in marker, yeah.
That
PM
one
slip
was easy.
marker and SM slippery marker.
Yeah,
Mhm.
but the front, the back, what is it called? The front and the back.
Mhm.
Um, and the one that you pull, you knit, but you don't drop the stitch. You pull first, then you go into the back, and then you knit again, pull it out. I don't know what that's called, but I learned that one.
Oh, when you slip a stitch, knit a stitch, and pull the slip stitch over.
You put no. When okay, I'm on my right hand needle. This is the left. This is the only way I can explain it. So I'm about to knit my next stitch, right? So you knit it, but you know how you drop it? You pull it out. You knit it, and then you go to the next one. Well, you don't do the whole complete knit. You don't pull it. You pull it towards you. You pull the yarn towards you. You kind of like stretching it, and then you knit it. You knit it. Then you bring the needle back to the back and knit it, and then pull it out. I forgot what you call that. That's actually the crescent shawl has that stitch in the beginning first few rows.
Oh,
Is that
you make stitches? Are you making an increase?
Um, let me think. Hold on. Let me see.
is that knit front and back? Is that
Knit
what you're
front and
doing?
back. You're making an increase,
You're making an
Yeah, so
increase, right?
you knit the front, right?
right?
I'm sorry, yeah. You knit the front, you pull it back to you, you twist the yarn, then put the needle to the same loop, but in the back and knit it through the back.
Yeah, that's an increase. You're doing an
Yeah,
increase. That's
Yep.
yeah,
knit front and back. Yeah,
yeah. And
yeah.
then the other increases was uh okay, because it was a
The
two
other
row.
one is called a make one,
Yeah, make
where
one.
you
Yeah.
go in between the stitches and you bring up a loop.
Yep.
Like if I knit this, if I'm gonna make one, I will actually go down and pull up this loop right here and knit
Okay.
through it and make a stitch that way. So now I
Okay.
got 3 stitches from a make one. Yeah.
Yeah, she did the yarn over one to increase,
The
and then
increase.
she
Mhm.
Hmm.
did the yarn over one was row number 5 repeat. The row number 4 repeat to increase. It was hold on. Okay, so it was you knit, and then you don't drop it yet. You separate your needles right to left like this. Then you take the yarn, bring it from the front to the back, from
Hmm.
the back to the front, and then you knit back in that same stitch, and that's the other that's the other one that I learned for increase.
Mm-hmm.
So that way you get three. You get three in the same time. You get 3 stitches. Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
Now is to get myself to do a pearl and a pearl and knit. I only accomplished doing that so far on washcloth, but I would like to try that on a bigger garment.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Oh, she has a new name.
Yeah.
Angie's Treasures. I like that name, Angie's Treasures.
Mm-hmm.
You were she used to be Angie's Precious.
No, no, no.
Precious
She's
Angie.
Angela Young.
Angela Young, yes.
Mm-hmm.
We had a few of them.
Yes.
Some of the time.
A lot of Kellys, a lot of
And a lot
Chris,
of Kellys. and, uh,
Susan.
and there's one Elaine that she sometimes come by. One Elaine.
Yeah.
That's it. And some Susans.
Susan's. There's more.
Crystals.
You
We have
Crystals.
yeah.
Um. Yeah. A lot of Kellys.
A lot of Kellys, I was gonna say.
Phew.
So that's a popular name.
I
I
didn't.
guess.
I didn't know. Like when I was in school, I was the only. Well, I wasn't the only one, but I was kind of the only one.
Hmm.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
could
we
have about
always
3, 4
had
Kellys in the same chat.
we always had a
Mm,
couple of Kellys in our classes.
mm, yep. One Ivy. That's right. That's awesome. Mm-hmm. That's cool.
I guess Abner beat up Miguel like I asked him to.
Oh, okay. I can't believe his name is Abner. That
um,
just cracks me up.
But he's such a small and delicate little bantam rooster too. And then you hear him
Mm-hmm.
crow, and it's like, oh, he thinks he's a freaking Long Island Red.
Mm-hmm.
No,
They are adorable, I have to say.
and he got that female that keeps getting out.
I know she's like a Houdini.
And he's gonna have to clip her. He's gonna have to clip her wings.
Really?
If
Oh,
she's short flying over that fence, he's gonna have to
yeah.
clip her wings to keep her in.
Oh, yeah. She does get out.
She
have
stood
you
there
guys
like
ever
looking at him like, you ain't the boss of me.
I know she's not playing. Anyway, yeah.
So the other day I came across this YouTuber. Maybe you guys heard of him. He's in the yarn community, but he's funny. His name is John Boy Crochet.
Yeah,
Yep. We know
yeah, we
John
know
Boy.
John
You know
Boy.
John Boy Crochet?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep.
I was checking out his channel the other day. He's so funny. He's so funny with the intro. I love his intro
I do too.
with the camera. I love he has this great sense of humor.
Yeah, he had me cracking up about the dirty
Who
word.
is
He
Jeannie
had a dirty
Smiley?
word.
I
The
was
dirty word.
I was just done. I was,
Who is Jeannie Smiley?
let me see. Oh, the wrong.
Well, ladies, I am going to step down.
Hmm.
Yeah, we're getting ready to end it because
Daughter
my
wants to,
husband just got back home. So
yeah,
it's 11 o'clock.
11 o'clock here.
Yeah. And
No
let all
wild
y'all
party.
night owls go to bed. Mm.
Yeah, my daughter wants to turn off the light.
Yeah.
The other one is over there making noise. So
Oh.
I'll stay up. I'm gonna be up for like 1 more hour. I'll be up.
Hmm.
All right.
Well, thanks
I'm
for
getting
having
ready.
me. I
Thanks for
appreciate it.
having me.
Yeah. Thank
Sure.
y'all for dropping by and talking to everybody while I'm sitting here messing with these stitches. Help me
It's
pass the
been nice.
time.
Yeah.
So, and I got a lot done, even though I had to do a repair because of the baby.
Oh,
That's nice.
that is a lot from the first time you showed it to me. That's
Yeah.
quite a bit you got done there.
Yeah.
If I was crocheting, I'd have been done. But it'll be all right. I'll catch up eventually.
Yeah.
So, y'all
All
take
right.
good. Everybody that came by the
Good
chat, thank you
night.
very
Mhm.
much for humoring us and hanging out with us and talking and sharing information. I really appreciate it. And mine are usually gonna be like just pop ups because nobody's on and stuff like that. Because hey, it is what it is. During the week, I work full time, except for
Mhm.
the day because I'm still on vacation. But and then I play my game too, so I'm gonna have my game time. So mine will be just pop ups here and there probably. Because on the weekends I'm off every weekend, so I'm gonna probably have to find a time on the weekends to be
Mhm.
more consistent. But I really appreciate everybody coming by, all the new friends. I really do appreciate y'all. Y'all helping an old person have something to do with their yarn and time.
Well, thank you for having me. I had a great time.
It was fun.
Night,
See
everybody.
you guys. Bye. See ya.